All right, we are ready to go. We are crack-lacking. Let me get this link real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started with everything. I don't want this. Don't want actually any of that. Close, 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 close. We're gonna go to my channel. We're gonna go here. We're gonna grab this link, and then hearing myself is weird. Currently live streaming the water view. Join if you want to ask any questions. Okay, let me go back here. And then let me fix this. Perfect. Okay, now let me put this here. And now we're good to go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're going to knock out some bot reviews today for Cassidy. We've got 11. I'm not going to go through all 11. That's just too many for one sitting. We're probably going to go through about 5 or 6 and then save the rest for the weekend. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my mind. So we'll go ahead and get started here. This first code is on Hollywood from our friend Jason, who we've watched quite frequently. Let me turn up the volume real quick. And then let me go to Jason here. So Hollywood is a map that Cassie's actually quite popular on in pro play, because on first point, his range is actually quite effective. Like pretty much any fight you take here on first. Oh, also let me start recording. There we go. I also had a cough. Okay. Basically any fight here you take on first is going to be quite good for Cassidy, other than like from here to top of cafe, just because it's in Cassidy's natural effective range. And you do have quite a few options. You can come up the staircase on the left side, or you can just play in main. And playing on main, oops, sorry, fixing my microphone. Playing in main is actually not bad for Cassidy either. So you'll see quite a bit of pro play on Cassidy on this map in particular. It's either that or like a Freya, but not so much like an Ashe or a Soldier or anything like that. You won't really see those. Maybe you'll see a Sojourn, but that's about it. And we are going to go pretty quick through these. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, talking about pathing and stuff like that. Also a little bit too loud. There we go. Okay, so we're walking up main here. We're playing against, so I'll just briefly go over these comps real quick. So also my Epic Pen got closed. That's tragic. Let me open that up real quick. Epic Pen. If it'll even open. Or I'm gonna have to do good old task manager on this. But anyway, while I'm waiting for Epic Pen to open here. So I think just the key things to notice about the enemy team comp is we've got a Junkrat and a Freya and a Ram. So we're playing into quite a lot of damage, especially from distance. So essentially what we're gonna want to do is just kind of suffocate them and push in with our team, which is gonna be our D.Va. So we're gonna be playing on tempo with our D.Va here, and honestly just probably not taking too much time in main and a lot more time on angles, but it's gonna of course be situational what's going on. But anyway, we're walking up main here, shooting tank as best as we can. That's fine. Try right side. So one thing to notice, I mean, against Junkrat, this right side is just gonna be impossible if he's marking you, so you're gonna want to look to make a rotation through left on timing and on tempo off your tank here. So essentially what you're going to do is just poke out tank and hope for your D.Va to make some kind of play or take some pressure off of you guys. Okay, we're shooting tank. Contest the Freya. Perfect. That's a great kill. It's high value to even fight her. You don't even need to kill her, but that kill is actually excellent. The Mercy's on your team, so no res is going to come through either. So now your priority is just staying alive. Yeah, so here, after we kill this Freya... Oh, yeah, I forgot to change the settings as well. Let me change that real quick. Drop this to 8. Turn this down. So after we kill the Freya, which is here, bam, we need to chill. Like, we seriously just need to chill. Our tank is in, and when the tank's in, who's the Ram going to look at next? It's going to be us, right? I mean, there's no one else here. it's actually just you. I think your other support died. No, you're on his way back there. So this guy's going to walk on you, and you're not going to get any form of peel here, and he's just going to collapse and you die. Right? Nemesis is not something Cassidy can deal with, and you see exactly why. I mean, yeah, we just shouldn't die here. We should have got the kill and backed up, and just farm the ram from distance. Oh, but we get res, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, here, I want to see you actually come top. I don't think coming main is that bad, but if they do get a touch here, and like actually fight to contest, like if somehow the ram swaps the ball and comes to contest, the place that's going to be actually hard to deal with, you in particular, is going to be up top. So I'd like to see you either make this rotation, or mid-fight make the rotation this way and up here and play for here. But playing main is kind of the neutral option, but I think you have stronger positioning available to you and should take it. Okay, so we walk up main, kill these guys. See, I mean, like, the rotation, as I'm saying, it's like not the end of the world. Like, I think coming main is fine. But now that everyone is dead, I think you should rotate up here and play up top. And I think it's just the safer position. Okay, we needed to... That's a little unfortunate. We could have rolled that, but whatever, not a big deal. They didn't kill us. Okay, ram touches. This guy's really shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, so you just need to respect ram form. And this is like what I'm saying. If you had taken the time, as I mentioned, after everyone died, to rotate up here and just kind of wait till point is capped, there's actually zero chance you die to the ram. But because you disrespect him, or sorry, because you don't make that rotation, you're inherently disrespecting him on the touch. I mean, you also shouldn't be point blank against him. Like, that's another misplay. You could have been back here. Or, yeah, you could have been just back here and played your distance. But because of that, you just die for basically no reason. And you force nano. Yeah, like we could have walked into second point without having to use nano here, probably. Because I think you could have killed the ram from top. Wow, we don't get the res. Wow, we actually lost this fight. Or maybe not, maybe not. But it is close. Like, and this is just sloppy. Like, frankly, this is just sloppy. There's no reason you should be pushing the ram. You've died to the ram like this twice. Hopefully we learn our lesson for the rest of the game. Like, that just, it doesn't make any, what the heck? Ram is suddenly Zenyatta, I guess. But anyway, yeah, it's just sloppy. Like, you shouldn't be that close to the ram for no reason. Okay, so we're in main. That's fine. I want to see you take some space on the right side. So playing main is pretty common. The reason a lot of people don't go for this right flank here is you're just very split from your team. Typically, you'll only push this right side once card is out a little bit and you have someone to help you, like a support. And then you'll try to walk to elevator and take this fight up top. But it is just tough to do on your own. So I typically, if I commit to this right rotation, it's going to be on timing. Like right now, I might have went and caught the elevator because there's actually just no one here. But it'll be a tough push regardless. Yeah, so I like this rotation. Like, your Genji's making the right rotation too. And top is free now. You should just go top. Yeah. Perfect. So I'm looking for a Deadeye. Perfect. This is actually excellent. So this is a great situation on when you don't need to Deadeye second. Like, you don't need to use Deadeye as a responsive ultimate. So you actually have a big flank here, and that's enough to get a lot of value from this. Because even if they look at you, you're forcing the enemy team to turn around. Like, this Frey has to turn around. The Lars looking up at you. Junkrat has to take cover. The BAP is in a terrible position. I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate that you and Genji are popping ultimate at the same time, but it's kind of just a symptom of your guys' great positioning, and you're going to get high value here. Yeah, for sure. And don't drop. Yeah, just make sure you don't drop here. I don't think it's really worth it. Okay, maybe we should have dropped, actually. What actually happens with our Genji? How does he die? Honestly, our Genji just fumbles. That's not our job, though. Yeah, I don't think dropping was the right play. I think you made the right play. We just need to hit shots, and we need our Genji to not die. We did pretty much all we could this fight. Like, positionally, not mechanically. We could have done better, but not worried about it. Yeah, good kill to drop for. You should have rolled and maybe you don't roll here. I would have rolled for this just to kill her because our Genji died and we're down. Like I would have tried to just get the kill. Yeah, I mean you get it, but and then you should go back up top. Okay. You were a little bit surprised here when you turn the corner to see Ram. You take a while to actually like recognize he's there. Okay, I mean whatever. We live. Yeah, this is a fan situation. Yeah, nice job. Cool. Now we go main. I'd prefer you don't go main, but they're down tank, so I can understand why. Nice. Mercy Pocket is excellent here. Yeah, let's look at this micro on this Freya. Okay, so missed a shot, missed a shot. Nice headshot. We're lagging a little bit behind. That's okay. One thing I'll just briefly mention, I'm not going to harp on this too much because I bring it up a lot with your VODs. I want you to notice the vertical movement in your flick when you flick to the right here. So we're tracking the Lari. Yeah, like look at like we've looked at the vertical. I wish I had Epic Pen. Why is it not working, man? It's so annoying. Let me actually take a second to try to fix this. Task Manager, Epic Pen. I think the process is still open. Yeah, it is. Okay, let me end it. And then let me bring it back up. And then we now have Epic Pen. And then let me make sure it works on OBS real quick. I think it's this setting. No, it's not. It is going to be this one. No? What? Let me see. If I can't fix this, then whatever. That's not working. Okay, what about this? Okay, no Epic Pen. I don't know why it's not working. Whatever. I'll just illustrate with my cursor here. So notice how when we when we track this Lari, our cursor, our crosshair is about head level. And then when we move to the Freya, we dip our mouse. Like you're like down, I don't even know this. In game, this is like 2 feet, I guess. But we dip our mouse 2 feet as we pan to the right. And now we're aiming at her feet. I mean, unintentionally, right? There was obviously intention to aim at the head. So one thing to just notice is whenever you have this right flick here, it looks like you're also dipping your mouse a little bit to the right. But anyway. Yeah, okay, now we're overextending, right? You hear the ram. Like, yeah, okay, great. Now we need to go up top. So another thing to notice is the high ground on this point in particular can be quite iffy because this sightline it's all right, but they can come under you. And when they come under you, there's not a great way for you to contribute to the fight. But this high ground is particularly good when they have no verticality, which they don't in this case, right? I mean, they have a Freya that can contest you, and I guess the Junkrat can come up here, but I'm willing to take those fights. But if they have something like a Monkey or a Diva, typically you want to avoid playing on the high ground, especially when you don't have a support with you. Because if you get dove, you're cooked. There's not a single way for your team to help you. This is a Deadeye. I would have, if you were going to do this, I would have actually liked to see you do from the floor for the exact same reason as I just mentioned about this high ground. The problem with the high ground is they can just come under you. It's like a relatively easy, like this distance. I mean, it looks quite long, but it's actually not that bad for defenders or attackers to make, or sorry, defenders to make. So using ulti from this high ground can be quite iffy. I would have liked to see you take something a little bit more high risk up here, or here, and wait for the fight to start. But honestly, this is not bad, but you're just not getting any value, right? Like this was a no value Deadeye. I mean, it leads to the Junkrat kill, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, we just need to not drop. Is what this comes down to. Do you slide off? What actually happens? So we use the Deadeye. Don't mind it. Yeah, you slide off. Okay, well, I won't beat you up for it then. Sure. Okay, so third point, Hollywood, you play a lot of main. There is this rotation here you can make, but it's really long and it's also really situational because sometimes even when you make it to here, you can't get a lot of value. So if you can find the timing to make this like long rotation up top, then by all means. But it's a lot of just playing main, honestly. And sometimes you'll take the side angle here. You pretty much never take this angle here just because it's really claustrophobic and the rotation to cover is quite long. You have to come all the way over here, which is not great. So you're going to be playing a lot of main and try to get left side when you can. Okay. Nice shot. Big pick. We're going to come left. All right, cool. In this situation, I would like to see you go up the stairs because you have the time, right? And the space. The nice thing about being up the stairs as well is when they push up, which they'll likely do in this situation because the card's not very far yet, you can just shoot them in the back. And it's super high value. And it's like basically impossible for them to kill you as well. Okay. So you pushed out here. Shoot the ram. Yeah, this is just shoot tank simulator. Okay. We get rezzed. We died a tire. Okay, shoot tank. Shoot junk. Yeah, so this is an awkward angle. We just want this angle. I'll just play main. This angle is just kind of, what are you gonna do? There's a ram right here. Just shoot this guy. That's all you need to do right now. It's not really, you don't really have a way to go shoot backline right now. Okay, it's actually not bad that you wait out the shield. Ram is one of the few tanks in the game other than Orisa with the perk that has the shield on cooldown. So there's not a lot of benefit to breaking the shield. The shield also has a lot of HP. So waiting it out is fine. Also, you should have just dead-eyed that. You should just dead-eye that, but that's all right. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. How do we actually get caught in this? Wow. I didn't even know the ulti could do that. It's just unlucky. Your Mercy's caught in the res animation and your Ana died, so that's unfortunate. I'm not gonna blame you for that. Yeah, so here is a perfect example of when you should have made a rotation. So look at where your Ana is. She's on the left side. Look at this. You're taking no damage. Perfect. That would have been a perfect timing to come left here. And you skip the Junkrat and you just come up the stairs again, right? And you could play with your Pharah. There's going to be no pressure on the ram in the meantime, but it's not really going to be a big deal. I mean, your Ana can just hit a sleep and your D.Va's out of mech. Like, I don't think they're going to be fine, right? Just make this rotation and then you can shoot the ram in the back like your Pharah is doing. Open up this play. And then at some point, if your D.Va gets mech back, you can just drop him. He'll be okay. Okay, I think I don't really like the Deadeye that much. You're really close to the ram, but I don't think he can kill you realistically. Yeah. I wouldn't have used Deadeye like this just because I don't really use Deadeye like this in general. But actually, I think this is a pretty creative play, honestly. It's a great identification. This ram is like super extended, and there's no way for the team. There's no really a way for him to kill you. You have the Mega right next to you. You're pocketed by Mercy, and there's a D.Va on you. There's no way for him to punish you. So, I mean, yeah. So, I think it's a good play. I wouldn't have done it, but it's a good play. Nice. Yeah, we need to get out of main. You need to take an angle. You need to come here, really. If you come here, you have cover to play around. You have this rotation out to mini, and you can shoot them in the back as they rotate. So, just get out of main. And then we just 3-on cart. Shoot tank. Yeah, it doesn't really matter who you shoot here. Yeah, cool. Okay, great. Okay, defense. So basically, defense playbook on Cass in this map. I keep hitting the wrong button, man. You're going to stand up top for like 5 seconds to see what they're playing. If they play anything with verticality or range, you essentially always drop There's not a lot of reason to stay up here. Sometimes you'll stay up here for like a late timing flank, but it's just not a lot of risk. The risk reward's not great for staying up here. Like a lot of Cassidys will just die playing this angle. So yeah, like in this situation, you can probably get away with staying on the high ground more, especially because you're pocketed by a Mercy. But in most situations, you won't be staying here for very long. But you could save her with the Mercy. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Shooting tank is fine. Yeah, I would just shoot tank. He's the closest guy to you. No need to shoot this. You're gonna do like 15 damage to the guys in the back. Perfect. Where's my... What is our Mercy doing, actually? Like, why are we not just getting damage boost? Yeah, she needs to stop healing this diva. It makes no sense. Oh, whatever. We can't control her. Okay. Don't come up here. Don't come up here. This is going to be so thorough. I think there's a 70% chance you die by coming up here. I mean, this is the third or fourth time this game you've just completely disrespected this Ram. Ram in form is really good against Cassidy because Cass has no mobility. And Ram form does a ton of damage. And he's basically impossible to kill. It's like, you can think of it like a mini Primal Rage. Okay, he's got a ton of HP, he's fast, and he does a bunch of damage, right? So you're basically not going to be able to kill him. Even with Fan, because he's got block. Flash isn't going to help you. Like, nothing is going to help you, okay? So I just wouldn't be doing this. This is really disrespectful to Ram. Brawl takes... Your advantage against brawl tanks is you do a bunch of damage from range. Okay, so don't play close to this guy. Your rotation should have been, after you got forced to point, rotate into cafe and play up top here, right? Because the thing we identified a minute ago is they have basically no range and very limited verticality. They're playing like true brawl. The only thing you're getting outranged by is ram spam, bap. I mean, junk can't hit you really, and just like random spam damage. There's not a lot of lethality. So you should be up here with your Ana. Okay, so let's... Yeah, so my 75% prediction you die here. Let's see. Okay, you get one. Okay, yeah, this guy doesn't have form. Does he not have form? No, he just doesn't notice you're there until too late. Okay, well, a better Ram will kill you. Certainly. But whatever, we get away with it. I like this wide swing on the Weaver. I would greed the Weaver a little bit here. Yeah, like here. Now I gotta get out. Now you gotta get out. You hear them? I guess Ram just died. It's fine. Okay, playing him in. You should just poke. Just poke. Get your ulti. They don't have a lot of burst. Okay, so unless you're dying to junk spam, junk combo, you can actually play pretty aggressively here, especially with Mercy Pocket. Like, I'd be fishing, I think. Wow, actual aim demon. Wow, that's some of the best mechanics we've seen from you so far. Great job. Okay, this game just ends on defense. Okay. Okay, we just sit up top. Farm Ram. Yeah, these guys aren't going to be able to do anything. Like, they need a dive tank or they need a DPS of verticality or a flanker. Like, they have nothing. They don't have a great way to get around you guys. Okay, our diva dies, but she gets a kill. But we get rezzed. Okay, no mistakes around here. Spam main. Yeah, like, this is fine. So one thing I'll just mention briefly about this. I'm okay if you go wide. Because 1, you're pocketed, 2, you have a diva with you, but 3, you have roll. Okay, so you'll see a lot of pros go on like wide angles like this, and I'm starting to understand it more. You can take wide angles like this if you know you're not going to get dove, and or you can roll into cover easily. Right here, you can roll backwards, or you can roll to the side and be fine. So I don't mind you playing wider. Okay, nice shots. Wow, we actually get absolutely obliterated here. What happens? 242 HP. Wow. What? I don't even see the nade. It must bounce off the back wall. No, you actually just get Absolutely obliterated. Wow. Yeah, there's no counterplay to that. There's no counterplay. That's alright. It just happens. Okay, we're back. Come left door. Cool. So one thing, I mean, it's a recurring problem here. Just keep in mind the ram. Ram can collapse on you pretty easily. I don't understand. The Deadeye's not great. This is... So I typically am not a fan of blind Deadeyes, because you just don't know what's going on. You don't know the state of the fight, right? You should see this and be like, okay, Deadeye's not going to be helpful here. Like your brain should be telling you this is not a Deadeye opportunity. Like this is a throwaway Deadeye. You force out Lamp because that map is bad. Like you should have forced out basically no resources for that. That's a bad ult. And then, yeah, you can stay here. It's not a big deal. Whoops. Okay, our Bastion dies. Okay, this is good. Shoot the Junkrat. That guy gets no help at all. That's great for us. Shoot Weaver. That guy's not paying attention. And then I think we just win. Yeah, we just have a really good position. Yeah, it's great that you didn't rotate here. The reason this angle's good is it's an off angle, right? Like it's essentially almost a flank at this point, because the whole time these guys are poking, and this is why the high ground here on this map's not that fantastic, as these guys are poking from the high ground. They don't actually take a brawl. I don't know why. They really should be on the point brawling right now, like the Ram should be. But because they don't do that, you just have this flank the entire time, and they just can't deal with you. There's no good way for them to deal with you. They just don't have the comp for it, and then you win. Okay, cool. All right, thank you for that code. I don't really think there was a lot to learn from that code. That was not a great code to learn from. Your notes for that code were: Hollywood is too big for Cass. Any tips on positioning? I think you played fine. I think you have a good understanding on the map. I think the only thing I'd mention is to leverage the staircase on the left more to take the high ground, and to not challenge Ram, because Cass is not good against brawl tanks in point range or point blank range. Everything else was fine. Okay, so we got a new code. We have Route 66 from MontanaSnack here. That's gonna be SSN. Whoops. Social Security number Bay. And he said mechanics were kind of off, but I was mostly really struggling with positioning. Was thinking the entire game about it, but couldn't figure it out. I'm the cast on the Reddit thread. Okay, yeah, cool. I'd also be up to edit one of your. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so we got MontanaSnack. Our skin check real quick. I forgot what the skin's called. Detective. This is a cold skin though. He's got the golden gun as well. Okay, so Route 66, in my opinion, is a winning cast map. Okay. Reason being is there's a lot of tools you have, and I mean, there's a lot of good map geometry or good map architecture, even though most of the map is pretty long range. Particularly on first, you have tunnel. Tunnel is really strong. You should pretty much always be trying to force tunnel as Cassidy on this map. And then you also have this rotation top through this top tunnel into the side here. You don't do a lot of damage, but you can be really annoying, and you can shoot the tank in the back as well. So there's always options like that. A lot of the time, you don't really want to play on main floor because, one, there's no cover. Two, it's bad range for you. This is actually sometimes winning on to Earls, but it's always awkward, right? They can be playing from inside, outside, on the ground. There's typically a tank to deal with. I just don't really like this. And then this rotation right side, it's really hard to find without taking a ton of damage or getting punished. So yeah, I don't want to see you on cart. I want to see you going tunnel right now. And I think we're just going to waste a lot of time on cart. So in this situation, if you are playing cart, just farm tank and focus on headshots. Okay. Not bad. Break shield. Yeah, so the problem with coming right here is you have no options. It is an off angle, but you come right, and this angle, it's really hard to finish the rotation, okay? The only way you're going to be able to finish rotation is if you commit a roll, and you're going to have to, you're certainly dead against Sigma. So you're going to have to wait for your team to push up to really take that right side rotation. I don't like to take it very often, but it's not, you know, it's better than, I don't know. Actually, I'd rather have you in main. I think there's less risk in main, but whatever. There's a lot of nuance to it. In this matchup, I don't know. I just don't rotate there. Okay, we are the guy in cart. Okay, we are trying to catch a Sig. All right, sure. Okay, our team kind of deadlifted there. We didn't really do anything, which is fine. It happens. So, okay, so in this situation, when you find yourself on the right side of the map, you might as well take this angle. It's really strong because you have this cover here. And even though there's a high ground disadvantage, this is a really good range for Cassidy. So I'd like to see you play here. You're not, the only thing to keep in mind is it's not very easy to get healing. So if you don't find yourself getting healing, you need to just commit to the fight because you're probably going to die either way. So I would just keep that in mind. But if we come in, yeah, and this is the whole thing about, so the reason I also go left side in general is in this mid fight, right? Or like toward the end of the fight here. Okay, tank died, so it is still mid fight. The problem is all these other positions are kind of suboptimal, right? Like you do have this fight here that you could be taking against a soldier, and maybe you could wrap around gas. But where you really want to be is like here. Because the thing that's nice about this is there's no way for them to get behind you, number one. But two, it's a really manageable range. You can see what's going on. There's cover to work with. You can get healing quite easily from your supports. It's just a lot more favorable. Like this side of the map is more built for like Genji and Tracer and Sombras and things like that, right? People with mobility that don't need as much support from their team, right? So we die there as a symptom of just not having an optimal position, right? We're playing on the ground. You could have won that fight mechanically, but... And that's why sometimes on Cassidy you can get carried by mechanics, but whatever. Yeah, I just wouldn't come in here. I would have went up the train. I'd also go up the train again, but it's fine. Yeah, so we come main here, which is probably appropriate in this case. Okay, so this is another thing about Cassidy. Never roll forward, pretty much ever. If you watch any pro, if you watch your own VODs, every time I watch my VODs, every time I've rolled forward and it wasn't to cover or to kill someone that was 1 HP, I die like 80% of the time. It's going to lead to your death almost inevitably. It just puts you in so much risk. Every time you roll forward, that's like 6-second window you gave the enemy team to kill you for free, for basically free. So you should really, really avoid rolling forward at any cost, right? I think you do it to reload here, but if you were really if you really actually needed the ammo, you needed to roll to the right or like into the wall or something and maintain your distance. Yeah, and you don't have roll here, and as a result, you get caught in flux. And I don't know if you would die here, but against better players, you'd probably die. Yeah, so here, I mean, your Freya is actually fragging out of her mind right now. But here, you just needed to be, this fight, you needed to be up top. Like, you just needed to be up top. Or I think the problem with Tunnel here is the Sigma. You knew the Sigma wasn't playing choke. He was playing further back. So then you would get stuffed if you went in Tunnel. But I think your optimal position would have been to go up top. But okay. You need to help deal with the Sig. Yeah, he needs to just die. Okay, great. And then we're going to rotate left. Okay. Yeah, dropping is a mistake here. I'm cool if you want to get greedy. Okay. That's fine. Now we play our life. Great. Fight this guy. That's winning. Perfect. That guy, I don't even know what that guy was doing. That was troll. Okay, they get the res, but it doesn't really matter. And we play in main here. Oof. You're really close to Sigma, but our supports are goated, so it works out. Nice kills. This is all fine. Okay, don't like the I mean, this Deadeye is like a desperation Deadeye. Why do you actually Deadeye here? Yeah, it's because you roll in, right? Like, here's a problem. Look, we're on the floor, which is, you know, not great. Maybe you should have stayed up top and just shot them. But we're on the floor, whatever. Soldier makes this rotation. We're in the enemy team and we roll into them. Like, this is your big mistake. You need to not do this because look, you roll into them and then you're like, oh crap, I'm way too close to these guys. Sigma hits 2 directs on you and now you panic and walk into a Deadeye, or you throw Deadeye. And then you get lifted, you force lamp. Yeah, well, this is not great for us. We don't die because our team is just really good. I'm gonna be real with you. You should have died 4 times over at this point. You should have got rocked by Sigma. You should have died in the lift. Yeah, like a lot of mistakes happened here, but whatever. Yeah, I think you just need to not roll forward. Here, you probably should have stayed on the high ground. I think I could kind of see the vision and dropping, but it's more of one thing to just keep in mind is like every mistake you make adds up, and you rolling in is one of the 50, probably actually one of the 2 parallel universes where you actually don't die, right? I feel like actually it's probably the one in. I'd say you actually die there 70% of the time. It's 3 of the 7 or 10 universes that exist. You got quite lucky. I should have died. Anyway, I'm going on a huge tangent here. You should come this way on Route 66, and you want to play this angle and shoot them in the back. This is typically your best play. The reason you don't want to come here is range. It's a range issue, but also when you are here, it's basically impossible to make any rotation. This rotation is really long, and the sightlines aren't good for you as well. And then coming over the bridge is okay, and you can actually make it work sometimes, but this is just suboptimal when you can just come this way. And then if you deem that this isn't helpful anymore, you can actually stand on this white ledge and then walk all the way across to here as well. So that's typically how you play that. You can also play on the floor in Saloon on this low ground down here. It's quite good as well. Okay. Yep. So this is good. Now just roll away. Perfect. This is great. Go back. Great. Just keep in mind they're playing Diva. What are we doing? Okay. Do not walk toward these guys. You want to just shoot them. Here, in this situation, you're not looking for a kill. You're not... This is not... Oh, you thought someone was down there, but no one's down there. Okay. You're not looking for a kill here. You're looking to be annoying and make them turn. Okay. Like, you might kill this soldier if you double headshot him. 2-tap it. Why are we walking forward? You're putting yourself in Diva booster range. I think you wanted a flash combo, but you need to just rely on aim there. Yeah, and if you take half your health for basically no reason. And now, yeah, thank God your fright exists. Like, that was... Yeah, you had the right play, but you needed to not walk forward. Okay, I like the flash. I like trying to kill the Curie. I don't like you getting point blank against a Torbjorn of all people. He will eviscerate you. Okay, he has a shotgun, and he has not molten core. What's it called? Overcharge. I forgot what it's called. But he can use his ability and overclock. No, that's Sojournalty. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, yeah, this is just not. You're also half HP. Like this fight makes no sense. We should not be doing this. You should just be poking him from range. Yeah, and we die for no reason. Right? This is just terrible. All right, like you have the play, but you get contested, then you kind of like panic or something. Like you're getting shot by Mercy with the Barbie Blaster, right? Like you need to chill out. Okay, take the duel. This is like a 50-50. You're half HP, so I'd say it's honestly like probably 50-50. But this is a duel you kind of needed to take. And then you needed to not walk point blank against this guy. Because not only... Here's also the thing. Because you don't take the duel with the Mercy, she gets this res for free. And you die. So it's like a -2 play. It's terrible play. Anyways. So yeah, I mean, in the like 5 minutes we've watched of gameplay, you've got a very apparent bad habit of walking forward for no reason. Rolling forward for no reason. Okay. We come right side. So just keep in mind you're going to be outranged, okay? So if you're coming this right side, your only play is really going to be to Deadeye. So I'd be planning for a Deadeye. I'd be looking for cooldowns. Okay, or here's another thing you can do with Deadeye. So Deadeye is, you know, quote unquote, the zoning ulti in the game. You can just pop Deadeye and then walk, okay? You're just going to walk forward like this and take the cover. And it basically lets you rotate for free. As long as you get healing and you don't get burst down immediately type situation. But you can use it to cross distances, okay? So this is obviously claustrophobic for Cassidy, especially at range. So if you really are that scared, just pop Deadeye and then walk to the right side and you should be fine. It'll let you get out. But right now you're not even able to get out. You should be able to get out. I mean, you have a Freya and an Ana with you right now, so you should just walk. Yeah, just walk. Okay. I don't mind this. I don't mind this. I wouldn't have rolled forward because you might need roll to get out, but I don't mind this. Yep, it's good you hold it. Okay, flash is too early, but that's fine. Let's look at this micro real quick. Why do we not headshot this guy? Okay, flash too early. Okay, she was in jump. Flick too far to the right. Okay, whatever. Nothing crazy going on there. Just missing. come left. Okay, this is a situation where I actually don't think an angle is better. Because the problem with the angle in this situation is it's just kind of close to everything. This is just going to be like a lot of looking down, and we want to avoid that. I would just come main, right? I think all these, even if they are looking at us, your team is here, right? You've got an Ana here. Your I mean, your BAP unfortunately just died, but you have your team with you at least. I think the only problem with this is you're going to get collapsed on if you do walk out. And it's really close. Yeah, this soldier should kill you. And does he? He takes forever, but you should have died way faster. You should have got helixed and then meleeed basically and died. But yeah, so that's a death like I would have avoided because I would have realized the angles here are just too close, right? I like you thinking creatively and getting close, like trying to find an angle, but this is one of the situations where an angle is actually worse. Okay, so when the angle you take just has bad range, bad cover, it's in the middle of the enemy team, the angle's just not good, right? It's cover, angle, range, timing, right? So there was no cover. The angle was an angle away from main, but it wasn't a great angle for Cassidy. Okay, so okay, if Cassidy had his stun, not a hinder grenade, you know, I would have been a little bit more for it, but he doesn't have that. Okay, this is also throw. Okay, so we should be swapping to Tracer ideally, but we're all cast players, so we stay Cassidy. If you were going to try attacking this again, you would not be coming right side. Okay, right side is out of range for Cassidy. You're gonna get spammed out by Torbjorn and a pocketed soldier. There's just nothing you're gonna be able to do. Okay, you're gonna have to cross basically the Great Sahara Desert in terms of cover to be able to actually do anything, and Cassidy's not built for that. Okay, so your play should be to right when you come out of spawn, you're gonna walk under to this bridge. You're gonna walk under to Mega, and then you're gonna come up the stairs, or you're gonna go into the saloon, or you're gonna come out wide like this and go for a flank. Okay, those are your plays. Not this. Oops, not this. Come right side, because the right side is just bad. Okay, and that's something you kind of pick up with just experience and watching my coaching. It's just not good. You're not gonna get any great results from that. As Cassidy, you'll get it as Ash, you'll get it as Sojourn, but not as Cass. Okay, so this is a mistake as well. I don't mind you peeking, but what you should be doing is playing tunnel. Tunnel is so strong. It's so unbelievably strong. How you do this is you just stand in tunnel, and then you're going to AD like this and just fight them right as they come out here. Like right as they cross. One, they never expect you. I play this in GM lobbies. They never expect me to be there. And two, when they do try to fight you, you have a Mega, you have a lot of cover to work with. And if your healers are playing on gas like they should be, you're going to get healing. So you're really hard to deal with. The only way for them to deal with you is if they commit multiple people and a lot of cooldowns. Okay, so we poke out main. We don't actually accomplish a lot. Like right now, for example, just to kind of illustrate the power of tunnel. If we were tunnel, we would not feel any pressure from the tank here, and bam, this soldier, bam, bam, dead. He's actually just dead. He actually just dies because we're the GOAT, because we had great positioning. He's got how much HP? He gets hit by like 2 different things. He's 137 HP. Last time I checked, that's 2 body shots or a headshot, and he would have died. So we needed to be tunnel. So that's just a lack of understanding. This tunnel sucks. I never recommend this tunnel, and it's for precisely similar, actually different reasons for this bottom tunnel. On the bottom tunnel, oh, also a good reason of being bottom tunnel is you deny this rotation. Okay, this soldier gets to rotate this way for free, okay, because we're not there. So we want to deny this by standing here. So the thing that sucks about top is when you're in this tunnel, the rotation is actually really long because it's just straight. It's just straight. Like you see this, it's a straight tunnel, but down here, it's not a straight tunnel, right? It's got a curve in it. So when you're playing this, you actually play this left wall and you have the Mega, right? Here, it's not the same situation. So whenever you do try to fight somebody, you have to roll back and then you have to use a cooldown. And even then you still might not get healing from your team. Okay, so it's just kind of not optimal. And not a lot of people actually on the attacking side make this rotation all the way wide. They will sometimes mid-fight, like you'll have the soldiers will, or maybe a Sojourn or something like that. But it's just not as strong, honestly, as this one. Because here, at least when you're defending the angle, you have people to shoot. The only way to shoot people when you're defending this angle is by coming out wide and taking a lot more risk. So, yeah. Okay, we're up top here. And we're trying to find people, okay? And this is just another thing. Like, at least if you were in tunnel, what you would be doing is you'd be in main and shooting them, or you could be looking for this rotation behind them, right? You have more options. So I hope I'm kind of putting you onto the tunnel play. But here, you know, we don't really actually do that much. kill a Mercy. Yeah, we need to not be this close to Orisa. Okay, so here what you needed to do, I'm getting really nitpicky, but here when you kill a Mercy, you need to come wide. Your instinct should be to come wide, okay? Because they're playing a Brawl Tank, and Brawl Tanks, when they're in front of you, do a ton of damage and will actually kill you, right? Cass has no mobility. If you're a Sojourn, I'm down for you to get close and dirty, but you're not. Okay, you're a Cassidy. You need to come left side of cart, or left side behind the rock. Not this close, because you end up walking into the Orisa, and you should die here. Yeah, so that's your mistake. We just don't really respect the Brawl Tank. If that was something like a Monkey, you could have probably gotten away with it because he just has less damage at like actual point blank range. You have a better way to deal with him. But the Orisa is just unstoppable. She's like a turret on wheels. Okay, wait. So what happens? So we walk out wide here. Yeah, so you should have identified the fight was lost. Like our Baptized, and then our Monkey ends up getting out, but he's 1 HP. And then we just die again for free. Like, you needed to read the fight there. So just make sure in your settings you have see ally outlines through walls on. I think, where even is it? It's options, gameplay. It is HUD, I think. Oh, I guess I'll just go over some quick settings while I'm here. In the HUD, there's a couple settings you want to make sure you have on, okay? You want to make sure always skip kill cam is off, by the way, because sometimes you can check it for hackers, or you can also see their ult status when they die. You want to make sure kill feed displays on, and you want to make sure play sound when enemy eliminated is on, as well as teammate eliminated is on. I don't know why mine was off. You want to have both of these on. It's really helpful to know the state of the fight by just these sounds. It makes like a blink kind of sound. You know, I'm not great at emulating it, but it makes a sound that makes it quite obvious to know when people die and when they don't. So turn both of those on, and then you want to go to player outline strength, turn it to 100 on down here, and just make sure you have allies turned on. I don't know where it is. Yeah, it's on hero and HUD on controls, show friendly outlines always, and then default for allied health bars. That way you know where people are at and what things are looking like. Through the wall. Okay, so we roll out Route 66 on defense. So on defense, it's not as easy, okay? And the reason why is pretty much the only good angle you have on Cassidy. You have this angle, which admittedly sucks, right? The range is not good, and it's for kind of obvious reasons. The also other angle you have is this one, and this is just way better. You can deny the flank from flankers, right? Whenever this Tracer comes to try to take the angle, you can fight her before she does. And you yourself can actually flank and shoot the Orisa in the back or whatever. So I like to play here. It's, you know, the same on both attack and defense. It's quite good range for Cassidy. Nice, and that's precisely why. Perfect. And we get a support with us, so we get to get greedy here. Nice job. Nice headshots. Perfect. Well played. So we have Deadeye here, but I wouldn't let it get to your head. Deadeye's... You can go for wide Deadeyes in main on second point here, but I mean, there's not really a good reason to. I would just keep playing the angle. Oh, and you're going through. Okay, great. This is actually crazy tech. So if you're going to do this, you need to have an emote that doesn't make any noise. So you need to have the sitting emote, not the one with the campfire, but the normal sitting emote, or the souvenir emote. That one also doesn't make any noise after the beginning. And then you can just sit here in third person, because whenever you emote, it puts you in third person. You can look around the corner. Like, I'm down for you to do this. But honestly, you don't even need to do this in this context, because part of the value of playing this angle is they know you're there, so they can't take the space, right? So you shoot them as they walk toward you, right? The value isn't the element of surprise by just sitting there. Okay. Yeah, this is another blind Deadeye. Don't do these, okay? I had this in the last VOD. The problem with blind Deadeyes is there's no way to know what your value is going to be most of the time. There's some situations where you can kind of get away with it. Like if you're going to Deadeye like this, you can kind of get away with it because it's almost guaranteed that there's someone going to be there. But in situations like this, where the only thing you had was an audio cue and it's not obvious that the guy's there, it's not, you know, it's not clear you're going to get value. Like the better Deadeye here actually would have been to just straight up, honestly, come down here and Deadeye, just like on the floor. I mean, you're going to die probably, but this is at least something that your team can work with. Right? I mean, I'm not saying that you should do that, but I would have, if you were going to Deadeye, I would rather you do that. Is what I'm saying. There's just no value here. Okay, I don't know why. These guys are kind of just turn off their brain and walk forward. which is fortunate for you, but whatever. Yeah, and we walk. Why did we die? Did we roll forward? What happens? Yeah, you need, like, this is the third time you've died for rolling forward. Okay, so just don't roll forward. We die for no reason. Like, that's basically what it comes down to. There's, like, of course, there's other macro errors that I mentioned, but yeah, that's about it. Okay, so I think here on, so general points of advice is on second, don't come to tunnel ever. It's really bad. If you have to come here because you're getting stuffed everywhere else, use Deadeye and try to take space with Deadeye. But other than that, just don't come right side. You typically want to come left. Look at this mercy thing that's stuck on my screen. Anyway, you're going to come left side and play around this and try to shoot them in the back and stuff like that. You have the bad habit of rolling forward and walking toward the enemy team, so stop doing that. You also need to, on Route 66, play this tunnel. It's really strong, and you should be looking for flank rotations when you can, as well as just coming back out main and shooting tank, and it's also really high value. Don't play up here. I think playing up here is really overrated and really bad, so don't play up here in general. And then on attack, you needed to attack through tunnel. You can play main sometimes, but I try not to make this right wrap play. I don't think it's very good. I'd rather you come up top, honestly, through tunnel and try to make this long rotation like this. I think it's stronger. But that's about it. Thank you for the code, and I hope that was helpful. All right, that was Route 66 from Montana. Now we're going to look at, we have another Route 66 code. I'm just going to blaze through this one. I've already reviewed Jason's Route 66 before.
Ready for battle.
So I'm not going to obsess over this. This is really long as well. So I'm just going to look at macro. I'm not going to care about any micro in this game. Okay. So we come through tunnel, great. Okay, let's actually see tunnel in progress. Look at this. This kill would have been impossible if he went main. It would have been actually impossible for him to kill his Kiri. All right, let's actually look at this from Kiri's perspective. Okay, some Kiri, you know, minding your own business. That guy dies because our Bastion's goated. Yeah, look at that. Look how high value the angle is. Instant validation for my theory here. It's so good. It's so strong. Okay, Jason, actually, this is genius. I want to see you get even wider. Like, go even wider like this. Because if this Roadhog turns, there's a good chance you die. I want to see you go even wider here. Don't just sit here. Yeah, but like, look how strong this is. I mean, Jason also got lucky that his team just actually obliterated their front line, but like, good positioning gets lucky, right? Cool. Great job. We play left side here. Great. So options here are play left side and just play safe, or you can play for this fight here. This can be good in this situation when you have something like a diva or a monkey that's naturally going to be contesting the high ground, so as you can follow up and it's just a lot more pressure. But playing this high ground isn't bad either. Yeah, okay, so good rotation. I like this. Just make sure to play your life and you'll be chilling. Yeah, don't get greedy. Yeah, we need to not get hooked here. Okay, so you have roll. Roll is off cooldown. I would be, once you, so one thing is Cassidy is going to be a lot of threat identification. So whenever you see something like a Sojourn with Rail or a Roadhog or a Monkey or a Diva, you need to identify and basically like read their mind and try to figure out if you're the target or not. Okay. In this situation, you can, this hog is holding W key toward you. You can pretty clearly tell that this guy, you're target number one. Okay. So here, oh, he actually predicts the re-swing. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but here to kind of just go on further on the explanation, if you can identify that you're the target, you need to play defensively. Okay. So like get ready to roll immediately or give up space or, you know, do things along those lines, because Cass doesn't have mobility like a Sojourn does. And then you die. Okay. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. I don't think so. This is a good situation of, I actually don't think you made the wrong play. You just kind of got red and died. Okay. Like, I don't want it when you have plays like this where it's like, okay, I took the angle to follow up with my monkey. I know I'm away from my team, but that's kind of just a risk I take to have a lot more pressure. It's just unfortunate. Like the only other, like, I wouldn't beat yourself up for this. I think this is a great learning opportunity that maybe you could have respected the hog more, but I don't even think it's wrong to try to contest the hog from that range. Like, I just think he just outplayed you, to be frank. So I wouldn't beat yourself up for this one. Okay. We go AFK. Oh, we're waiting for our team. Okay. Cool. Nice kill. Yeah, I don't mind coming up top here. Don't mind it. We come left. Okay. I wouldn't dead-eyed because we're up, and so it doesn't really matter if I dead-eye or not. I would rather just shoot them. Yeah, like, because if you shot them, you probably wouldn't have gotten hooked. but it's not the end of the world. I don't think it's a terrible play. We need to flank the Ashe. You need to flank the Ashe. Yeah, you missed your timing now. So after you kill the Zen in floor, you need to come right side and fight the Ashe because no one else can do it. And also it's really close to you. So you should be doing it. Yeah, you're late, right? You missed your window. If you rotated 2 seconds earlier, you would have caught her in the rotation. And that's a winning fight for Cass too. And then, yeah, there's no way to recover the fight there. So basically you needed to not Deadeye. There's just no reason, right? They have cover. You're up anyway, so you might as well just shoot them. This is, by the way, this is a fight you should always take. If it's you versus an Ashe or you versus a Sojourn here, take this fight. It's really good for you. This is like just at the very edge of your fall off radius, so it's winning for you. So you should take it. Okay. Okay. We need to take space. We're really late. Yep. Okay. Come left side. Shoot the hog. Great. We got a Reaper right side. Uses Wraith. Okay, cool. Take space. Now go flank left. Perfect. This is pretty much like almost textbook Route 66 at this point. Respect the hog. Yeah, we don't respect the hog fast enough. Okay. Hog. Basically, you should be thinking to yourself, holy cannoli, I'm getting pushed by hog. I lose pretty much 95% of the time at point blank range, and there's no way for me to force a long range gunfight here. I need to roll away right now. Yeah, but you just disrespect him, and I don't know if you die, but yeah, you don't die, but you should have died. Okay, against a better hog, you die here, so you get lucky, but you needed to respect him. I would go back. Yep, perfect. Flash. Okay, just flash the floor. Just flash the floor here. Let's see this. Body shot. Yeah, that sucks. He also jumped, so you would have actually hit him, but he jumped. But this is either way, you should be hitting the floor. Like, I don't really care what hero this is, like a soldier or whatever, like even another cast. You should be flashing the floor here. Yeah, so that's why you lose that. Okay. Yeah, okay, so if you're gonna come right side, like I just mentioned in the last VOD, you need to Deadeye. You need to Deadeye. Okay, this Ashe is deaf. She can hear you, surely. Yeah, she can hear you. She's just changing her Spotify playlist. Right, I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, like she's a moron. She should have never died. This should have never worked out this way. You got lucky. Still, even though this works out and there's actually results here, you should still never come right side. It's not good. Most of the time. Most of the time, it's not good. Okay, good mechanics. We love to see this. Staying up here, so notice how much value you're getting and you're not dropping, which is excellent. You're basically unkillable and you're getting a ton of value, so good job. You've deadlifted this fight. Nice. Okay. Oh, why does Donna not die? Okay, let's watch this. Okay, so we come right side. We jump. Whatever. We hit most of our shots there, but just not enough. Okay. We lose the fight. Okay. Honestly, after you get the kill, dude, you kill it. You don't kill this Ashe, but you force her to get killed. Man, there's just not a lot. Like, we just needed to do better mechanically. I don't actually think the angle ended up being bad after you took the space, but yeah, we just need to do more mechanically, honestly, there. Or maybe, hold on, let me actually look at it again. Maybe we need to get more aggressive, because, like, let's see. So where does the Ashe die? So that's when we get, oh, okay, we get marked by Reaper. I remember now. Okay, so the Ashe dies here, and we go for Deadeye. We kill the Zen. Dropping, I don't think dropping is it. Maybe dropping is it, and you trade out. Nah. Where's our team at, bro? Oh, man. Oh, did we just do everything too early? Is that actually what happens? So, or does our Orisa die? Our Orisa's in. Oh, we're really early. Actually, I didn't even notice this. So, okay, so here's your mistake. These guys die. Well, I didn't even know. So I don't know if I would have made the same mistake, but I didn't even notice this to begin with. Yorissa comes out wide. Are they down? They're not even down. Yeah, they're chilling. Wait, they are down one, actually. Yeah, they're down one. Anyway, we come out anyway. And she did, yeah, okay. You just needed to wait for your team. You did, your play wasn't actually bad, but it's just that your team's not back yet. Everyone's dead, right? You needed to just take a second and look through the wall and see where everyone was. Okay, no wonder I was like, why didn't we win this fight? Yeah, because your team's just not there. Like, there's like 20 seconds of the fight where they're just not there. Okay, so that's kind of why you lose every subsequent fight after that, and why it all feels bad, is you were just two people. You was just you and Orisa. Okay. Okay, everyone dies. Yeah, don't come top right again. Don't come top right. You want to come left side. Even if you're alone, this rotation is way better. You're gonna have way more impact on the game. This right rotation just sucks. You're gonna get poked out. It's not good range. You don't have Deadeye anymore. I mean, you're about to have it, which is crazy. That guy dying is crazy, actually, but whatever. Okay, we get marked by Reaper. We have Flash. Find him. Just find him. Here. You know he's uncloaked. He has to drop, so you know his next move. Okay, if he wants to fight you, he has to drop. You don't even need to reload. You have 6 bullets. I would not be reloading here. You know he has to drop, so I'm getting ready to flash his feet, and I'm trying to headshot him. Okay, and then if I headshot him, if he gets me low, I have the mega. Like, this should have been winning for you. You should have took this fight. You have your entire resources. You had 5 bullets, and you have a mega to work with. Right? This should have been winning. You should have actually killed him. Yeah. I mean, you get lucky that he sucks. Okay. That fight you should have lost against him, no 1v1. Okay. I need to go through this a little bit faster. Okay, we play this right side, which I love playing as Cassidy. Mark the Bastion, so he's not able to make the rotation. Mark this Ashe, so she's not able to make... Yeah, don't drop. Just stay up there. Just stay up there. It's better. Because now you come main, and I don't think this Ashe is going to flank because it's not really good for Ashe to flank here. I mean, you can make it work, but she also has bot. She could have. She could have flanked. But I just think you're going to get more value on that right side. Okay, wait. Sorry, I skipped too far. Kitsune comes out. We play with it. We come main. You need to just shoot tank. Whenever Kitsune comes up and there's nothing like... There's no way to like shoot squishies, just shoot tank. You're going to do a gajillion damage. So... Yeah, I would just be shooting real hard right now. And yeah, so we basically just had no pressure this whole fight and we lost as a result. Okay, this fight. Okay, so what happens? So we try to rotate out. We kill the Ashe. Okay, our queen is back. We're up 2, I think. Yeah, so we're all back. We come left side. We have Deadeye. Yeah, I would have Deadeyed that guy too, but... it ended up being too late, so I would just cancel. I wouldn't even peek wide. I would just cancel. Yeah. Okay. You need to go truck. Okay. Your rotation needs to be truck here. Shoot tank, you go truck. Yeah. So now you're stuck, right? This is the thing. Whenever you have a window, you need to take it. Okay. In this situation, that trans went out, so you know, and there's a bunch of people that are dead. You know your chance of you dying is pretty low. So you should try to find the rotation this way and come truck, because this is where you're going to deadlift the fight, okay? That's how you should have played that. And then they nano bobbed for whatever reason. Oh my goodness, that guy got beamed. Okay, we're not actually doing anything. This is all our team doing everything. Yeah, so we never actually do anything. Like, even if you wanted to play main, you had no uptime on the tank. Like, you needed to be shooting tank, but we're like getting poked out, not taking angles, not making a rotation. Like... Yeah, like this fight, we actually did the most because we're in main. We demand resources, but that's okay because we're in main and we do an absolute metric ton of damage, right? Like we do a gajillion damage with that Roadhog. And that's a really high impact moment. Yeah, okay, well, that was your attack. Okay, this is a really long game. Okay, so defense. We're playing the tunnel, the actual goated angle. I'm telling you guys, it's so strong. Ignore him. You could turn for him. You can turn for him. Yeah. It's Doomfist and he's alone. I don't mind it. Okay, but don't give him punch. Don't give him punch. and then you just shoot their backline. No! Okay. Don't walk this far forward. I like playing tunnel, but walking this far forward, the problem is if they start fighting you, you have to roll back. You're going to have to roll backwards. Okay. And rolling backwards is not ideal because if you roll to the mega, you have to make this rotation without roll, like from here to here. And we don't want to make the rotation without roll. Like what you want to do is you want to play back here. I know it's only a few feet, but it makes a big difference. You want to play back here, walk to the mega if you need to, and then roll back to cover like that. It's way more optimal. But the angle is still good. Right. Okay, they don't push us, so we just walk back to mega. And the Q's here to pocket. And we get slapped. That's fortunate. Okay, well that's just unlucky. Is there a way to... Can you hear her? Nah, you just couldn't get diffed here, honestly. It's still not bad. Like, the angle is still really strong. Just don't get slapped. Okay. Big kill. Come top left. Don't drop. Shoot the Zen. Okay. Perfect. That again, G. Okay, what actually happens here? So, we mark this guy. He dies. Great. We take the space. Yeah, you just don't recognize that there's a Genji on your right side here. He gets like 4 shots off before you even recognize he's there. Let's see how many shots he gets. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically 4 before the duel starts. So that was your mistake. You just didn't even realize he was there. Like, yeah, that was, you just weren't aware. And then you die. Like, cause you have flash. Yeah, you have flash. Like, you could have flashed him. Flash body shot, forces deflect, and then shoot him. Like, we didn't even get to do that because we weren't paying attention. Okay, shoot him. Big flash, nice kill. Okay, cool. Come up top, perfect. Go right side, great. Nice. So just keep in mind the Genji's up top above you. He can drop on you and kill you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so so here's the thing. Okay, also don't walk forward on the single. The only time you want to walk forward on the single is when the card's like here. When the card's here, you can come behind them and shoot. Whoops, you can come behind them and shoot them in the back. But when they're right, like you don't want to take any risk like this as Cass. Okay, you're gonna die unless you're Lip and you have 60-25 aim and you can just dome people on will or at will. You just shouldn't be doing this. Right? Don't walk forward. Even the slightest misstep will get you killed. And in this case, you look for a greedy angle. Now your rotation away from Genji takes longer. He gets 1 shot. You get shot by Ana, and you're just cooked. You're just cooked. Like, if you played this angle, you would have been a lot safer. Once you take 1 shot from Ana, you unpeak, and then you can just flag healing from your team or roll backwards. And the chance of you increasing... I mean, I don't know if you live 100% of the time, but you'll live probably 3 times more often than what you did here. So just don't walk forward needlessly when you don't need to. Okay. Keep going. Everyone's dead. Okay. When everyone's dead like this, the big thing about Route 66 is that this choke sucks. It's so bad. Okay. So if you can put someone on this left door here, typically you want to, even if it means you're going to basically guarantee your death. Because the problem is if you get stuffed here by the enemy team, there's like basically nothing you can do. And the thing is, like, if we look at macro here in terms of ultis, we're walking into Blade, Sojourn OC, and Doomult, and we have Rush, which can be good, and Nano, which can be good. But honestly, I'm not betting on my team coordinating against those, so I'm going for this right angle. And you want to try to play to live, but yeah, I bet probably 70-80% chance we get stuffed here. Okay, we kill the Doom because he's bad. Very fortunate. And then we ulti first. Okay, so we just win. Okay, so that was actually very fortunate because we win this macro purely because the enemy Doom is bad. Okay, yeah, who thought it was a good idea to give Zen no footsteps, okay? Who thought this was a good idea? Oh, he just doesn't even move. Never mind. He's actually just genius. Oh, he dies anyway, whatever. Okay. Okay, come out top. That's Blade. Okay, I would have ignored Doom, but whatever. Big Deadeye, like it. So this is a good situation. A blind Deadeye is okay. Okay, there's like a 90% chance someone's in main. Okay, Like, you can hear the fight break out. You can actually see the Sojourn at this point. Yeah, like, this is a good deny. Just, I mean, the only thing you would have needed to read is sleep, but I think this is a high-value ulti, even as sleep comes out. Flash, flash, flash. You need to flash her. Don't even bet on shooting her, just flash. Anyway. Okay, cool. We come left side. What is... Whoa, what the heck? I didn't even know you could do that. There's no scoreboard. Okay, so against the Doomfist Genji, you don't even need to play right side. You can just play in main and be fine. Because the problem is if you get caught out... Like, after you died to that Genji the first time, I'd probably be like, all right, whatever. Like, you can just play main and probably be fine. If you want to mark the angle, sure. Just know there's... You're not always going to win the duel, and just play super safe and rotate out early. Yeah. Just be ready to rotate. And now you're even. Your Ana's dead. Yeah. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a great rotation. Like, this guy pushing you out, even though he used Deflect and went up top, I'm bailing. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. Because I don't want this guy to jump on me and kill me. I'm just trying to preserve my life. Great rotation. Yeah, problem is now we're stuck. So I don't really know. How do we rotate out earlier? Sit there. Not really away. Yeah, we need our team to help us here. Yeah, shoot him. Oh, no. Dude, what? Body shot. Flash here. Roll flash. Dude, he's one. This is a roll forward flash type of situation. Like, he needs to die. He needs to die right now. No, dude, come on. Yeah, and then we just roll too late. You missed the flash, and then you realize you have no chance left, and then it's just over. Man, that sucks so bad. We get bailed out by our supports, fortunately, but wow, that sucked. Okay. And then I think the fight's just lost. Yeah, you needed the Genji kill. It's just what that came down to. Okay. Are we denying this? Okay, we're going to deny this and look for the flank. So I would just be careful. I mean, it's Doomfist Genji. They can mark you. Okay. I like the flank when it's unmarkable or it's like one person. If it's one person, you can typically win this duel. Like this duel in this door frame is quite good for Cassidy. So I like to take it even against Genjis. But yeah, I just be careful. So we come back. He's going to slam you. He's going to slam you. Yeah. Okay. That's a threat identification thing. I was talking about it when you're fighting the Roadhog. This is a situation where you just need to read their mind and just understand that you're gonna get engaged on. Okay, like you can see it in his body language. He's looking straight at you, and now he's looking up, and you know he has all his cooldowns. The fight is over. Like, be for real. Like, yeah, you needed to once you see the Doom look at you, you need to just roll back out. Like, this angle's not bad. You just stay. You know, you're overstay your welcome, and you die as a result. Right, and that's when some of these angles can be just really bad on Cassidy. Whenever you don't rotate out fast enough or you don't identify when it's bad, right? Like here you should have identified, ooh, Doom's looking at me, I'm out. Okay, and then just bailed and then come play main, right? Like you're going to be giving it up against the Genji and Doom who might end up making the rotation this way, but you're not going to win those 1v1s most of the time. Against a Doom, you're almost certainly not going to win the 1v1. Against the Genji, you can maybe win it, and that's only here. Like any other spot, it's going to be a little bit more awkward, but yeah, there's a lot of nuance to it, and I can't explain all of it, but I would have just gave it up and played main after I saw the Doom look at me in the eyeballs. Okay, we come top right here. I don't actually mind top right. You just need to make sure you don't take a lot of poke. Okay, we come back to this left side here. Mark the Genji. You heard the Genji above you. Okay. You need to kill this Genji. You need to kill Genji. So he's low, man. And your Kiri's there with you. The reason you need to kill him is he can 1v1 the Kiri and the Kiri can die, and you don't want that to happen. You want to just secure this kill. I know all these ultis are breaking out, but it's kind of too late for you to deal with them. Like if you were going to deal with them, you would have been dealing with them already. Like you would have been in main. Yeah, we don't actually contribute. Okay, well that Genji kind of sucks, but okay, it's kind of miraculous that we end up winning this fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like what should have happened is you should have came here. This Genji's wall climb. You killed him in this wall climb. Your Kiri almost dies, but you probably would. The Kiri probably would have stayed here and fought him if you also stayed here and fought him, and then you would have just came in. Yeah, because this Deadeye does nothing. Yeah. The Genji would have died either way. Yeah, it would have just been better. It would have just been better. Okay. Last fight. What ends up happening? So now we're in main for last fight. Why are we taking space? Why are we taking space? Oh my goodness. What is this rotation, bro? Are you scared of punched? Like, what are you... Okay, so we come here. So one thing to just know briefly is you can actually jump off the missile up onto this little bitty ledge and then jump up the box. So if you wanted to do that rotation, you can. Just know about that. Because like here would have been useful. You could have jumped up there and then actually just made the rotation back this way. But now you're stuck in main. This rotation is almost certainly death. I don't know why you make this. Your supports are right behind you. You take space, come right side. I know there's cover here, but like, dude, you're so isolated when you take this space. You need to just come backwards and play and just keep kiting. Because even if you get punched here by Doom, I think there's a less than 10% chance you die because your supports are right here. First of all, she has Suzu, surely. Yeah, she has Suzu, and you have roll as well. Like, I don't think you die. This is certainly death, though. This is a really bad rotation. Yeah, I don't know. You should have died here. Nice kill, Moira. I don't know what she's doing. And we die. Yeah, like, that's a blade we shouldn't really be dying to. And then we win. I'm gonna be honest, you got kind of deadlifted this game. We make some good plays, like on first attack, like we make a good play by coming flank. And there were some things we did wrong and some things we did right throughout the game. I mean, maybe you didn't get deadlifted in retrospect. I think it's quite good. But those were some points on Route 66. I think Route 66 is probably my most reviewed map at this point. But yeah, I don't really have anything in particular. No like particular thing to study on that one. Okay, that was Route 66, and then we have Atlas. I'm gonna come back to Atlas because it's not a map I'm 100% on yet. I don't really know the playbook 100% on that map yet, so I might not actually review that code, to be honest. Because I could say stuff I don't actually know. Okay, I've played the map like probably twice, and I've watched a few codes and some pro play, but nothing crazy. Okay, so we're looking at Dorado from Gargamel. Dorado, in my opinion, is a good cast map on first and second. I think it's quite good. I think on third, cast kind of sucks because there's not a lot of options. But on first, especially on defense, you have a lot of high ground to work with. And there's a lot of things for you to play around. Like, you can play on this high ground and you can play the arch. You can play up here. You can play aggressively if you have a support with you. And it's just really hard to deal with you on this map. So I like Cassidy on here quite a lot. Okay, so we're up here with the pocket, which is great. We're just going to poke. This is perfect. Exactly how you play this. This Juno needs to die. Okay, so this is like part of the value is Cassidy. Or sorry, part of your responsibilities, Cassidy. You do have some like level of mechanical responsibility. Like you're playing hit scan, you need to execute mechanically at some point. So when we come wide here, especially with Mercy Pocket, what goes wrong? So we shoot her in the foot. We shoot her in the foot again. Shoot too early. Then we flick. Yeah, man. So this is... you just need to get some more tracking practice in. This should just be straight tracking. Yeah, like 2 of those shots aren't even on target. Yeah, so I just recommend some... focus on tracking when you can. I wish I could coach more mechanics, honestly, but... that just needed to be a kill at the end of the day. Yeah, don't commit to marking the Tracer too much. It's not that important because here's the thing. Even if Tracer fights you here, like let's say Tracer's looking here and you're here, this fight's still bad for Tracer. Like you don't need to, like this fight's actually winning for Tracer because it's point blank and your back's turned to the enemy team and there's not a great way always for your supports to heal you. Typically, if you're playing like here, it's really easy for your supports to heal you because they're playing here. Or you can roll out this way and come for the drop, or you can come to the window and drop as well. You have a little bit more options, but here you're really deep. And if you don't get the kill, you might get stuck and die. Yeah, like don't commit to it that deeply. I don't know what the Tracer's doing. That guy's lost. But okay, let me actually. I played Dorado, copying all my tips. I had 200. Okay, you had 200 ping. Okay, it makes a little bit more sense. Because it looks like you're like respecting this a little bit too much and the matchups look weird. I wish I knew what rank this was. No, 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 no. Don't drop. Don't drop, bro. It's so bad, bro. Now that you're on the floor, oh man, this actually pains me. So you actually do have people on the floor, but the rotation is so long back. And the high ground is just strong. You don't need this kill. Like, you don't need this kill. Like, you'll kill the Tracer when she comes out to try to kill the Lari, right? Like, you just don't need to drop at all. Like, okay, hopefully we rotate back up top. Oh, we try to do the tech. Yeah, you just need to line up. If you're gonna do the tech, if you're not gonna line up, just try to jump. Just try to jump. Okay, so here, you can actually do this, but I don't find it consistent for exactly this reason. I get stuck. Oh, you actually don't jump here. Wait, what actually happened? I don't know if you jump. I think you just roll. Yeah, I don't think you actually jumped there. I think you jumped too late. But if you made it up there, it would actually have been really good timing. Because look at this angle. Oh my goodness. You had the right idea. Like, this would have been really good. This would have been really, really good. But your mistake was really dropping earlier. Like, you shouldn't have even had to make that roll tech. Because you shouldn't have dropped. Yeah, and we honestly lose this fight because you dropped. Like, you could have deadlifted this entire fight if you were still up top. Your Mercy would be up top with you. And you could have caught everybody in the rotation and won the fight for your team. Even if you missed half your shots, you still would have done well. But then we get caught out and die. That's unfortunate. Also, Woohoorin in Montana, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so we're gonna come right side. Oh, I like the read. Honestly, anytime there's like a read flashbang, I'm here for it. Because that would have been a crazy kill. Okay, and what are we doing? How do we not touch? What? Dude, Mago, what are you doing, bro? dude, what are you doing? Okay, Yang really dropped the ball. Okay, this is not the Yang that I know and love. This is some other man. This is me on the 5th grade basketball court. Like, dude, come on, bro. We needed you to hit a different shot here. Touch the point, bro. I don't even think you made that bad of a play. I personally wouldn't be marking this Tracer. Like, I would be shooting them on point right now. Because here's the thing as well. It's the same kind of principle, and this is just an experience thing. It's the same kind of principle as this fight over here. This is a winning fight for Tracer. Like, if Tracer's here and you're here, like, you're gonna pretty much lose this. But it's winning for you from this angle, right? It's a very similar situation here. The closer you get to her, the better it is for her, honestly. Because she can just blink through you. Once you're out the corner, she can just blink through you, and then now it's a little bit tougher for you. Right? I would not want to be in a point blank here. I would want to play ranged and poke her out. I don't want to walk forward. Like, I want to shoot tank right now. I want to put pressure on main. But anyway, I'm not too worried about the macro. Your tank ends up tossing this. Yeah, but you really shouldn't be chasing her that far. And now you're stuck, and then you're forced to die. There's not a way to get out. Okay, you need to go up top. Okay, never play on the floor. The floor is always bad on defense because the problem is if they have the high ground, you're kind of cooked. Okay, like if you're defending here and then the attackers are up there and up there, like, what are you supposed to do? There's essentially nothing you can do. So you have to preemptively take the high ground so that you deny it from the attackers. Okay, so I need you to be up here to just at least mark the angle, and then whenever if they don't fight you for it, like they aren't here, you should walk forward and just shoot this Weaver, shoot this Juno, whatever. But if they do end up marking you, then just give it up because the range is not good for you, right? Like this fight, if there's an Ashe, for example, and she's on the other high ground there, you're going to lose pretty much every time. Okay, but this is the next best play we can make is playing this angle here. I would prefer if you were a little bit closer to this door frame so that it's easier for you to take cover, but this isn't bad. And this is actually a really good Deadeye, so great job. Deadeye is a really good ulti to combo with Cage in general. So much so that even pro teams ran the combo. Yeah, but like, look how little impact we have from this angle. And it's not because it's a good angle for the fact that you're on the floor, but it's a bad angle in terms of the map architecture. Like we could have been accomplishing so much more this fight if we just rolled out top and like we're here. Like, look at this. Just admire the just sheer opportunity you have from this angle. Like, imagine if you Deadeye from here, would have been great too. Like, it's just better. It's just better. You need to come up top. Okay. So yeah, we lose. Even though you frog on that guy, there's just nothing to do. Did we get out? No way we win this fight. What? These guys are... Oh, dude. I thought Yang was throwing, bro. But Blue Creeper is not holding it down here. Oh, he gets hit by a tire. And the tree's late. Bro, does he have tree? Dude, he had tree the whole time. Help, bro. Oh, he gets rezzed. Tree! Ah, man, it's so late. Well, rip Blue Creeper. He gave it his best. Anyway, we shouldn't have won this fight. I'm gonna be real. You should have been high ground, and you should still be high ground. This fight's won now. You should rotate high. Go high, go high, go high. Perfect. Okay, now we just farm. No. Don't do this ever. This roll is so greedy, dude. Don't do this. Look, I understand it's a tracer and she blinks forward and whatever. You can like try to get a flash and maybe you're the goat and you headshot her. But bro, nah, dude. You roll forward. You have no cover at all. No cover at all, okay? So if these guys actually just paid attention, I mean, it's not a great way for you to get punished, honestly. Like, it's lucky that the cast is dead. But this is just bad habit. You should just not do this ever. There's no reason to roll forward. You're not really going to hit this flash. She has her resources. And then now you have no resources and you're stuck. And no one can help you if you get pushed. Like, you are going to die against good players. This is really bad. Rule of thumb is never roll forward unless they're 1 HP or you're rolling to cover. Okay? Those are the only situations you use it. Otherwise, you should basically never ever roll for. Oh, or you're coming back from spawn type stuff. Like, you should basically never be rolling forward. It's really bad. It's just your most important cooldown is roll, so you need to preserve it. Okay, but now we stay on the high ground, which is actually goated. It's a great job. And then we just shoot them for free. Oh my goodness, aim demon. But look at this. Look how easy this fight is going to be. Shoot this guy. Shoot that guy. That guy gets trapped. You know what? The fight's won. Didn't even need Deadeye, but if you just wanted to gap that guy, you know what? I get it. We got to let him know, okay? And then you need to rotate back up top. I don't even care if it takes forever. Like, I don't even care if this position is so good that I'd rather you miss the first 10 seconds of the fight and make this super long rotation all the way up here than stay in the floor. Okay, the floor is just terrible. The floor is so bad. Okay. Honestly, like, I really don't care what happens this fight because we're on the floor. And it's just not good. We don't want to be on the floor here. Yeah, like, if the enemy team had brains, the Tracer would be going top right now. And she'd be shooting you guys. Okay. Sure. Yep, sure. Okay, we're on the high ground, which is great. Don't drop, dude, don't drop. It's just not... You can shoot this Rhine from the high ground. And the guy getting pinned is gonna live either way. Yeah, like, Malga has like 800 HP, bro. And you die because you roll forward. You make 2 sins. You drop from the high ground and you roll forward and you die. Man, come on. That's so sloppy. Don't do that. The floor is lava, how you think of it? Yeah, exactly. The floor is actually lava. Don't stay on the floor. It's so bad. It's so unbelievably bad. Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So when you get marked, just take cover and you're chilling. You're even pocketed by Mercy. Oh! Okay, we live. Perfect. I think you actually get saved by Mercy Beam here. Yeah, okay, actually look at this. I hate this. It's so stupid. So one interesting thing about... What just happened to bro? Anyway, one interesting thing about Deadeye is if you're getting healed by Mercy Beam like you are here, this healing per second actually contributes to your max HP for Deadeye. So like, I think Mercy Beam, actually let me Google. I think it's 30 healing per second. Mercy Overwatch. Let me see. I think it's 30. Katake's staff. It's 60 healing per second. Okay. It actually adds effectively 60 damage worth of Deadeye charge to your circle. So you have not exactly 60 more health, but it requires more Deadeye charge to kill you. And I think it actually saves you. Yeah, you have like 1 HP. You actually get saved because of that interaction. It's really dumb. They need to remove it from the game. Deadeye should only work based on max health. I don't know why they have this. it makes no sense. Like, this guy should have got rewarded for this good play, but because of this dumb interaction that's been in the game for actually forever, you live. It's so stupid. I've lost games because of it. Okay, you get marked by a cast, but we stay up top. Excellent work. You're so close to Deadeye. Oh my, that guy just explodes. Jump! Touch the point. Please touch the point. Someone touch the... You know how I was been mad at you that, you know, maybe I was being too harsh. Okay, maybe I was being too harsh. Because in this situation, I need you to touch the cart. Because if no one touches the cart, you are going to lose the point again. You lost first point because no one touched, and you're about to lose again because no one is going to touch. Oh my god. No, no, dude. Come on, dude. We needed to touch, man. We don't trust your team, bro. You can't trust him after first, man. Your Malga, I don't even know what bro was doing. He was so lost. But here, man. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, well. We're up top. Okay, so you need to... If you're in a situation like this, the problem with staying up here is this is like almost certain death. Like, you're going to die eventually because there's no rotation out. Like, this rotation is walking toward the attackers. Okay? It's not great. So you're going to need to just, honestly, just stay up here. Don't even play to live. Just stay up here and just try to kill people. Like, actually. Because the rotation out's not really going to be there. So I would just be greedy. Yeah, that's... I mean, you probably could have played that a little bit better mechanically. Like, we didn't need to go so wide, but... Yeah, I think staying up here is fine. Oh my goodness. That's the aim demon I needed on first point when you're up top. Where was that? My goat. You're actually deadlifting right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just honestly, just play for kills. Like, I mean, don't throw your life away, but it's okay to get aggressive. All right. I've actually never, now that I think about it, I've never played here in this situation, so I don't actually know what the best course of action is, but this seems correct to me. Don't fan. So typically on fan, you want to fan them when they're like 1 HP or when it's a shield, right? He has his shield up, but you can just shoot him, so just shoot him. You're also pocketed, so you do a lot more damage. Bam, bam. Don't drop, don't drop. Oh my goodness, I could like hear the voices telling you to drop. Drop, kill the Juno, drop. I could hear that. So I'm really glad you didn't listen to them there. Oh my gosh. Actual demon here. Gap this guy, gap him. Here, I would have been so down for you to roll forward, actually. Here. Bam, bam, roll forward. I'm taking the duel. I'm just actually gonna gap this guy. He's so low and you have mercy pocket, bro. Go for it. It's too late though, whatever. You missed your timing if you're gonna do it. Wait, this spot is broken. I should play this spot more. Yeah, here your Maga's in. You need to follow up with him. You need to just go for it. Even if you suspect the cast might be camping you, you kind of just gotta go. Because like, look at you should be able to see bro through the wall. Ain't no way, bro. Just look at this. Just look at that. I mean, you can't see the red, but there's no way that's good for Maga. Like there's frankly no way he's living. Okay, so we need to help him. Try to get some value out of this. He kills one. Flash. Oh, like if you went earlier, would have killed him. And your mercy should have just followed you. I don't know why she did that, but whatever. Okay, we're looking for a Deadeye. I would be down for Deadeye. Yes. Actual cast diff. Okay. Okay, well, that was worth it. That guy's tilted now. It's you're winning the moral game here. The morale game, sorry, my fault. Okay, so you need to go top. So almost always on defense here, you're going to want to try to roll out top for the same reason as you want to roll out or you want to try to come to this high ground here. It's less so that it's good for cast and more that you're contesting the lane. I mean, this spot is good for cast on defense, but also you deny the rotation for attackers. Attackers really need this high ground. Like, it's really important for attackers to get this high ground because if they don't get it, it's really brutal. Like, it's really brutal to try to win this point otherwise because you're just forced to, they need to rework this point, bro. This is such like an Overwatch 1 design point. It's so garbage. They need to like add like a Call of Duty ladder here or something. I don't know. Figure it out, Blizzard. Anyway, You need to play Lygon. You really need to be playing Lygon. Playing main's not bad because Cass is kind of just good at this range in main, and you actually catch that Cass. That's great. I think given the fact that you were playing in main, you played it correctly, right? Like you identified that the Cass was flanking, so you fought him, and then you came up top to kill the Bastion. Like you played it correctly from main, but I just would have rolled up top. Okay, cool. Great job. You didn't actually do that bad on defense. First you need to do a little bit better mechanically, and you also needed to not mark the tracer as deep. And your Maga needed to touch a point, but it wasn't that bad. Oh my gosh, you can actually do the God rollout. Okay, this is the God rollout. So one thing I'll just mention here is if you suspect they're gonna play a Lucio or a Ball, it can be worth it to save roll, because I've died before to a boop off the map and it's humiliating. So if you suspect they might be camping you, just keep that in mind. I'm not saying on this map I don't think it's super important to hold roll like it is on Rialto, for example. But yeah, just something fine. And yeah, hopefully your Mercy comes up through. Yeah, your Mercy's tossing by not pocketing here. You being pocketed here is really strong. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. She should have died like if we were locked in there, like if we had drank a monster and popped the caffeine pill, we probably would have killed her. But you can obviously tell why this play is good. It's so strong. The fact that you had that opportunity to kill her is really good. Otherwise, you'd be in main just looking at Reinhardt. Okay, I don't know why I forgot his name. Also, how did our Junkrat end up here? What actually happened? Oh my god, this guy's a moron. Okay, our Junkrat needed to take the hint that Cass is already flanking, and he needs to play main. Okay, so this is not your fault. This is your Junkrat's fault. You make the correct play. You're already this far, so there's not much you can do. Yeah, we just need to do better mechanically here. And then we need to grab Mega. Grab the Mega! Turn around, it's literally right here. Grab it, just go grab it. Nice, okay. And then go back. Yeah. Oh. Who coached this guy? Who's this guy's coach? Who told him to do this? Who told him to do this? Excellent work. We love to see this. And then, yes, perfect. Don't get too aggressive here, because if this Ashe and Soldier rotate, you're kind of cooked. But get ready to shoot these guys because they're going to try to rotate out. I'm down for this. Your Junkrat, perfect timing. I wouldn't roll forward, but perfect timing. Great rotation. Yes, dude. Yes, big flash. Yes. I hope you guys understand why I think Cass is good on Dorado. He's so good. He's so good here. And you play that almost perfectly. We just needed to do better mechanically, but you played that extremely well. And look, we hit the rotate. Oh my goodness, who's this guy's coach? Who coached him? Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Okay, I wouldn't come this way personally. I don't think it's very good. I mean, you can accomplish the same thing by coming up. You can actually stand on this speaker and then jump on this yellow thing and stand here if you want. But your Junkrat's already here. Izanagi is like on demon mode right now. I don't know what he's doing, but he's listened to the voices, certainly. I think you should probably just be playing main, honestly. I talked to, and there was a different VOD with Rahurin where he went right side. I think right side is okay, but the problem is you can get stuffed here, and the flank honestly is just not that good compared to the value you can output just by shooting tank and main. Okay, so I would just be shooting tank and main on this map. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. And once you do the Junkrat here, you need to just give it up. Like doubling up this angle is not that great. Oh my goodness. Izanagi toss there. Oh, aim god. Okay, well, I don't think we had great positioning, but we actually kind of fragged, so our team does well and we win. Okay, now you need to go top. Okay, perfect. And you have Deadeye. You're about to make oh my goodness, everything is coming together. Everything is coming together. He's about to make the flank Deadeye play and actually deadlifted this entire game. Oh my goodness, I can feel it in my bones. Please tell me we look for a Deadeye here. We need to just shoot 2 body shots. Come on. Deadeye. No. Dude, you had it. You so had it. You're not. No one's going to kill you. No one's going to shoot you. I mean, this Lari's shooting you, but what is she going to do from a million miles away, bro? Nothing. Just come out. Bro, I'm so down for it. You're going to kill somebody. Dude, you're going to kill somebody if you go wide. Okay, you're waiting for your team, which is fine. But, man, I would have just Deadeyed already, bro. I'll be so real. Yes. Yes, 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 dude, yes. Oh my goodness, who's this guy's coach? Who told him about this play, bro? It's so good. It's so good, dude. Oh my god, that makes me so happy, man. I love to see that. Actual, he's actually a demon, and he comes to contest left side. It's so strong. Actually, just headshot. Okay, your headshot percentage must be 1 billion right now. Mega, go back. Okay, in this situation, I want you to double. So you have the advantage here. He just used flashbang. Okay, flashbang is like a 10-second cooldown or something. Okay, he just used it. You grab Mega, you're healthy. I want you to walk forward because hitting flashbang is 100 some odd damage. It's like 105 damage. Okay, bam. If you flash him, you win. Almost certainly. I mean, unless he's just a demon and you get 2-tapped, but look, that can always happen. Okay. So you needed to flash. He would have died. He actually just would have died. Yes, you would have won this already. So you needed to walk forward and flash. And then, yeah, you get marked by soldier. You would have probably died to the soldier either way, but you could have at least went even on the trade. Okay, so we need to fight for right side. Perfect. How much longer is this game? Yeah, we're about to win. Okay. Come right, come high ground. What is he doing? Turn on your Brain Reaper. Yes, yes. Yes, dude, this is really good. This is a really good flank. So, because the reason this is good is you're going to be so deep that these guys are going to have to respect you. The point is right here. You're not... I guess you are... This Sigma is throwing. What is he doing? Blue Creeper, what's going through your brain right now, bro? No, Blue Creeper, what are you doing? This is not the play. He doesn't even have any perks. He can't fly back up or anything, bro. Dude, Blue Creeper... Chill out, bro. You have time. Oh my god. This is a good play, though. If you were like super heads up and you notice that this Sigma made this weird play to go flank, you probably should stay on the high ground, to be honest with you. Because this is, you just don't even, after the tank dies, you just honestly don't even need to take risk. Right? Like this is, you could have just stayed here and shot them on the side or from top and been fine. But I don't mind this. I'm not mind this. Okay, that needs to be a headshot. But whatever. Flash? No, don't fan. Here's what you can do, okay? If you're worried you're gonna lose this, first of all, your big mistake is this need to be a headshot. We're not aiming high enough. I mean, this isn't. You need to aim here. Okay. Let's see how close I am to head level. Oh my goodness gracious! It's almost like I'm good at Cassidy, man. Anyway, you should have been aiming a little bit higher, man. You would have got a headshot. But when you use flash in this matchup is honestly super mind games, because the thing about Wraith is it's pretty much instant. The animation to go from not Wraith to Wraith is like pretty much instant. So he can, if he reads your animations correctly, he can just Wraith whenever and dodge it. So I honestly just I would have to study it more to give you a concrete recommendation, but I would just throw it off vibes. Okay, so here, like I would have thrown it here, because if I threw it here, I would be using my flash animation when he can't even shoot me. Okay, so that would be to my advantage. And then whenever he can shoot me, I'm already shooting him again. And then you just kind of, yeah, you needed to, what you could have done here is actually rolled through him. You see this you see this most commonly in Genji matchups, and I recommend it a lot more in Genji matchups where you actually just roll through the person. Of course, you risk being closer to them for a split second, but you also have damage resistance when you do that, so it's typically not that big a deal. But you needed to roll through him and just try to shoot him. But honestly, your big mistake there was you didn't get the headshot on the TP. And then we just won. Okay. Yeah, I think you did a great job. Like, I think you do a great job identifying opportunities. Your big mistake is just on attack. You needed to stop dropping, bro. I don't know what obsession you had with the floor, but it was too much. You need to come top. Even if it feels a little bit awkward, you need to at least contest it, right? Sometimes you'll have like an Ash or Social on your team, but you have no one else that can contest that. Like, your guy is a Junkrat. Izanagi he was on Demon Time trying to figure some stuff out. Like, you needed to take some initiative. And then, other than that, I think your attack was great. I think you did a good job here. Your second attack was excellent. Like, I would have died a little bit earlier, but even still, it worked out. Like, it worked out perfectly. And then, man, I don't think I have any. You deadlifted on attack straight up. Like, this was just straight up you. I'm not even gonna lie. And then you could have held second if you just played top. And then I think you're first. Yeah, you've seen that and not mark the tracers much. But this is more of an experience thing. Just kind of knowing the tracer matchup a little bit more. But honestly, that was a great code. There wasn't actually a lot to learn from this game, to be honest with you, other than just stay on the high ground. So other than that, thank you for the code. Okay, I'm going to take a... Actually, I'll knock one more out. I was going to take a break, but I actually have enough energy to go through one more. Let me do Runasapi. This is from... Well, actually, we're going to skip Runasapi because I've already done a VOD from Zikreet. Or, sorry, from Montana. Let me actually... Actually, no, we'll do Runasapi. I'll go in order. I won't break the order yet. I'm already here. It already exists. DXD pen. All right.
Ready for battle.
All right, Runasapi is another map that pros like to play Cassidy on, so it's generally good. So one thing I'll mention is I've been studying Runasapi more because I feel like pros play him a lot on here, but they don't play him like I thought you would have played him. Like for example, I would think on paper this angle or like this side of the map in general is quite good for Cassidy because it's an off angle from main. And it opens up this flank, but pretty much no pros take this side of the map. They basically never come here. They almost always just sit in main like this and just shoot. And then on attack, they don't really come this way to contest. It's really, and even on defense, they sometimes come this way. They just come main. And I think it's because on this map in particular, the main fight is just really strong for Cassidy generally, just because of how the range works out. So, and it's quite open. So you can like, there's not a way to avoid Cassidy really. So, and it's also a really brawling map. So it's a lot of just playing with your tank. So don't be allergic to playing on main on Runasapi. It's not like a Dorado, right? Dorado is not a point you really want to play main, like an escort. You don't really want to do that. But on this map, it's not bad. Okay. So another thing just on macro, typically you want to come left side and you want to take this space because you also want to mark it from the enemy team. You don't really want the enemy team to rotate this way as well. So you should be going left. You can come right because your whole team's coming right. So there's also merit to that, but I would personally be taking left. And then this rotation is really long. Okay. Oh, we need to respect this Roadhog. Nice. Okay. This is fine. Yeah, this is honestly just Runasapi in a nutshell for Cassidy. It's a lot of just shoot whoever's in front of you. Okay. Like, I wouldn't overthink this map too much. Like, yeah, this is a good flank. I don't mind this. And it's good you stand still. That's also great. I mean, we should honestly probably hit a headshot here. What actually happens? Yeah, you're aiming at the floor, okay? So this is a mechanical mistake. Yeah, I understand aiming at the floor here because you have such a lot of high ground. But here, when you roll, I need you to aim up instantly. You need to be aiming head level pretty much at all times. Like, Lip right now, if he rolled here, he would be aiming his crosshair either here, or he would have at least been aiming head level. Okay, so you need to do either one. Or actually, preferably all of those combined. Okay, and then we turn this corner. They're not, you need to line up a headshot, bro. You got time. Line up a headshot. It's not urgent. They're not looking at you. Now they look at you and you respect them and you get out early. That's fine. But honestly, I would have actually preferred you to stay here, take a shot or two, and then roll out rather than just unswing immediately. Because you have cooldowns. They're not close enough to kill you. Like, what is going to kill you here? 2-tap? Okay, once you get shot once, just roll out and be fine. Okay, like that's the only way you die. So I would like you to be a little bit more greedy there. But perfect example why crosshair placement is important, okay? Bam, bam, bam. We leave. Perfect crosshair placement. He just walks into it. He just walks into it. It's easy for us. Every single, like, 50% of our shots on cash should just be situations like that. Okay, nice job. Okay. I don't mind this. This spot just sucks. Whoops. With the mega. Dude. There we go. This spot sucks, so on attack, so jeez, I got like water on my desk. Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't play here, so I actually don't mind you staying here. The only thing that sucks about this is if you get pushed out, the rotation back is kind of long, so I'd honestly kind of prefer you to be in main. or taking this, but I'm 50-50 on taking this high ground, because the problem with you playing this high ground, it's kind of like the Hollywood high ground, where you just can't really get help if you actively fight for the high ground. So that's the only thing to keep in mind. Yeah, so now you have the rotation out, or I guess you come back. Okay, you do actually come back to main. Yeah, so that it's just a lot of downtime, right? You got marked, and then it's a lot of downtime. You also doubled up with your other DPS. Do you know? No. Well, I guess I needed to go back earlier, but honestly, it's whatever. Okay, mark the soldier. At this point, yep, perfect. I would do the same thing. I would have rolled forward there and tried to kill him, but this works too. I don't mind this Deadeye. I don't mind it, actually. Big. Is this a fast game? No. Okay. We're actually doing quite well. I like this a lot. We need to get out. Okay, I wouldn't have rolled main here. That's really risky. You could have gone back to the door you came from, but that's fine. Oh, we died to Bastion ult. Okay. Whatever. That's just don't die to Bastion ult. Okay, we're playing with our tank. This is excellent. Shoot D.Va. Ah! Wow, just don't get squashed, bro. Just don't get squashed. That does so much damage. Yeah, don't get squashed. Okay. Okay, I don't mind that. Honestly, I wouldn't come back here. I just don't think the angle is very good. If you get marked by a D.Va, you're kind of screwed. Just go main. Yeah, and you die. And it's just like a... Angle's just not good, right? Like, you can get marked by the D.Va. Bastion happens to be in form. It's just a little close. I'm sure you could probably find some value here, but... Like, they have options to flank you. I just... Like, I would not... Don't feel like you have to flank on Runasapi. Like, Cass's neutral on this map is really strong. Like, it's honestly probably the best decision in 80% of scenarios. Okay. We come left. Our team has the cart. Okay, we won the fight. We didn't actually contribute that much, but we won the fight. This D.Va is throwing. I don't know what this D.Va is doing. What's up with tanks, man? It's like this and the last game. Okay, flank. Okay, we were just late. We needed to be here for faster. I don't know why you don't. Oh, you hear the Curie, and you don't. Okay, I don't. Yeah, that's fine. Flash this guy. Let's leave. Yeah, I would get scared too. You see your Rhine pin in? This is good awareness. Your Rhine is pinned in. I think you see him through the wall, and you realize you need to follow up. I would actually not mind a blind Deadeye here, based on what my Rhine just did. Like, if you turned in Deadeye there, I would have been fine. Because my idea here is, holy cannoli, my Rhine is pinning in. That's almost certainly bad. Let me try to save him. And yeah, this is a good Deadeye. Excellent, even. Great job. Shoot D.Va. Oh my goodness. All right, we're out. So out. Okay, D.Va will actually obliterate you if you're not careful. Okay, this is like you're entering obliteration range. Like you need to respect her a little bit more. Okay, but she's kind of just bad. Okay, great. Yeah, I would have preferred, instead of you walking through this room here, if you just went to main with your Juno. Like, I think your Juno had the correct pathing. That's risky because you're isolated. But if Juno, at least she has more distance to back up, right? That's kind of the key difference here. So yeah, this works out because the D.Va is honestly just kind of bad, but whatever. Okay, we're playing this room more. You can actually, just for the record, you can actually roll from this taxi to this blue thing if you want to make that rotation faster. I don't use it very often, but you can do that. All right, we're playing this angle and we're playing sneaky. That's fine. We need to walk forward. Yeah, okay. This is another situation where, like, this angle is just not great. Because what ends up happening is people, I mean, it's kind of the same situation here. It's like people just end up pushing forward and you can't rotate fast enough to catch them. This is only good whenever you can flank somebody up here like an Ashe. Right, like I just don't really like this flank that much, and pros don't seem to like it either. Like every time I do this in a game, I just don't really get a lot of value. Like I think playing main here would have been actually more optimal, or playing in this side room like you have been, it would have been better. Yeah, here's a good flank. I think your Ashe is also flanking. I think you saw your Ashe flank. No, she came back. Okay. This is good. Deadeye is good here. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Unswing, unswing. Nice, nice. Drop it. Just cancel it. Bro, you're behind a wall. You're not going to be able to do anything. Just cancel. Imagine if they didn't remove past noon, by the way. You would have got past noon value here, but they removed it. For whatever reason. That's actually so stupid. Why did they remove past noon, man? Man, I should not have removed that perk. You need to get out. Honestly, I'd be like playing Mega here because I don't want to get caught. Yeah, like, okay, so this is precisely why I would have made this rotation. You should identify here. Holy cannoli, the fight is over and I'm in a really bad spot. I can't kill this Bastion. All right, I'm going to kite. And sorry, I'm just going to back up. I'm going to play all the way back here where my Juno... Like, I would be with my Juno right now and I'd be AFK in this room. I would actually just be standing here and I wouldn't even be moving a muscle. I would actually just be staying in AFK waiting for my team, which I think is exactly what your Juno does. No, she tries to save you and then she rotates out completely. I wouldn't have done this, but I would have just playing in the Mega room, waiting for my team. Okay, our team dies to Bastion. Very unfortunate. And then we rotate back. Yeah, I would do the same thing. We're just not going to be able to do anything on that flank, and if we do, we're going to get marked and probably not win the fight. Yeah, okay. Play main. Just play main here. This fight, especially against Queen, I didn't actually realize they swapped to Queen, but this Queen matchup is not a matchup you would take a point blank. Okay, it's almost always losing. Okay, the advantage you have against Queen is range. So situations like this, like I understand this is an off angle or a flank or whatever you want to call it. It's just too close. It's the same problem you kind of had here. Like against the comp you're playing against, this range against a comp here is just going to obliterate you. It's just not good. Like, I would honestly try to avoid this room if you can. Like, I don't totally know the science behind this. I think it's a kind of an issue of proximity, but pros don't really play here that much. It's a lot of just playing main, and so I would just play main. Yeah, and you die. Widow? Oh, Genji, okay. I would have liked Widow here, honestly. I think Widow would have been quite good. Yeah, I think if I had to swap, it would have been to Widow, not Genji. I don't think Genji's not really good against them. I do like Genji as like if you're gonna two trick, I do like Genji because Genji is like, he offers a lot to your hero pool in terms of flankers. He also adds verticality, and that's why I like Genji more than like a Tracer for a two trick pool. Is you don't have verticality if you play Cast Tracer, but with Genji you do. So it opens up maps where you otherwise wouldn't have that option. Like, this is most important for like watch points. You're both are second, where like verticality is a deal breaker. So, okay, stun this guy. We need to get behind. Yeah, this is fine. This is good. This is perfect. I mean, I don't play Genji, but from my understanding, DPS is good. Right? Yeah, and you're just kind of cooked. You probably like a dash out there somehow or something. Honestly, you shouldn't have died to this Queen early. And then, how do we lose the fight before? Yeah, you get caught on the fight before this. And then yeah. Honestly, I think like this flank behind them was good. Man. Honestly, what I would recommend you is on when you're playing defense, I would recommend you play main more, right? So like whenever the bot's on your side of the map, I would honestly try to flank less and just play main more because your neutral is just really good on this map. And then if you find that it's too uncomfortable or that you can't contribute, then, you know, maybe try flanking a little bit more. I don't have Runasapi solved. Okay, I'll be transparent with that. It's not like Dorado for me, where Dorado, it's basically a solved map. I know the best plays on that map. The Runasapi's not really the same way because there's a lot of difference in variance in how you play this map depending on team comps. So like in this situation, I think you need to just play main and shoot them. Just play with your Ryan and shoot them as well. And you also have, on your team, you have Beam as well. So you could have followed up with Juno Beam. Do we use Juno Beam here? No, Arjuno ends up pocketing. Yeah, so here's also another thing. It's like, because we take this angle, Arjuno comes to help us, and now our Ryan just kind of instant dies for free. But I mean, the fight was lost either way, so I don't even know if that's consequential or not. But anyway, I think don't try to avoid these high grounds when you don't have to take them. It's just not as strong as it is as flanking on other maps, so I'll just kind of avoid it. And then just play main more. Try experimenting with it, because I once again, I don't have the most confidence in my Runasapi plays, but it's one thing I've been studying and trying to figure out more. Okay, so we have, how many more codes do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I skipped Atlas. Yeah, I'm not gonna review Atlas. I'm not confident in that map, so I'm not gonna review that yet. I'll probably review it starting next month, maybe mid-season or something like that, but not yet. Okay, NA 1P. What? Oh, N27 NA 1P. Okay, so this is Numbani from Zikreet.
Ready for battle.
On Cassidy. Okay, great.
The heroes of heart must defend this universe from Rogue. I believe in our power.
Okay, let me do something real quick.
I will see this task completed.
1 second, hold on.
Loosen up. This is supposed to be fun. Let's make a scene.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. Ready for battle.
Very sorry, gentlemen. I had to talk to someone real quick. Okay, Zikreet on Numbani. Real snake. I'm in the middle of something, brother. Let me do. Okay, so we are on Numbani. Numbani is wow. Okay, this is crazy. What is lost comp match multiple times in a row? Doomfist and Joker Queen or stuff. Let me also hide chat. And we'll update you when it's done. Oh, so that's me. My fault. Doomfist and Joker Queen is tough to handle. Okay. Okay, this has got to be a low. This has got to be a sub gold lobby. Because there's just no way we're playing here. So on Numbani, okay, if you're playing here, like you're coordinating with your team and you're playing here, sure. Okay, I'm here with that. Or if you know that your team's going to play here and you're not going to have any value up here where you should be on Cassidy here, realistically. But if your whole team is going to fight on the floor here, your best play is to help them, okay? But if you're going to help them, you need to help them from up top. You need to be on this high ground, okay? Because playing on the floor is generally quite bad on cast. So we would want to avoid being here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. What is going on? Okay, so the fact that you can't do anything is a symptom of your position, okay? And this is what happens a lot in lower elo is in sub gold or gold or below, a lot of players just don't know where to stand, and as a result, they make the game harder for themselves. Like, imagine, this is going to be an exaggeration, but imagine right now I'm standing right here, okay? What am I supposed to do if I'm right here? Right, there's people behind me, there's people in front of me, like, everyone has cooldowns, like, my tank is just charging, and all of a sudden, every decision you have to make is subsequently more difficult, okay? But what good positioning does is it makes your decisions easier to make, which is why whenever you see pro players play the game, you think to yourself, wow, how are they able to do everything so well? I feel like whenever I play my games, everyone is everywhere. Well, it's because they have a good position to begin with, and as a result, their decisions are easier to make, right? So, for example, a pro would be playing up here, and they would just be shooting people accordingly and then backing up to cover, and they don't have to worry about, should I swing left and help my tank? Should I swing left and help Doomfist? It's a little bit more obvious, right? Like, helping tank is out of range, so I'm just going to come shoot Doomfist type of situation, right? So there's not really like a play I can recommend you here, because if I told you you need to do something better here, it wouldn't be addressing the core problem, which is you just don't know where to stand on Numbani. Okay, on Numbani, you need to be on this high ground, and the way you get here is you come up this staircase and you just stand here. Okay, you can stand here, but what I recommend most is this side, because on this side you can fight this side coast and it's quite good for you. The only thing to know here is you're typically isolated. Okay, you'll be on your own. So if you don't really know what to do, or you don't feel confident playing on this right side, play this high ground and you'll be a lot safer. Okay, so that's your problem here. Yeah, like, you're not going to be able to do anything against his Doomfist because you're just not in a position to deal with Doomfist. Okay. Okay. Okay, lots of playing in main. Shoot tank. Okay, are we taking a position or running away? Okay, so this is another situation of you just kind of don't know where to be. So where you need to be is, if you don't know where you need to be, I don't think I want to say that. How do I want to phrase this? I think you should probably, how do I want to phrase this? Okay, let me back up. Okay, so we lose the point, or we are losing the point. We're coming back from spawn, okay? And then once we come back from spawn, we come play this right side. We see Doomfist, and then we're like, holy cannoli, what's going on here? We come right side because we want to try to shoot Doomfist, I guess. And then we just stay over here. So the thing you should be identifying here is we're down 3 people. And when you're down 3 people, especially on defenders, the number one thing you want to do is regroup. So the mistake that you're doing here is you're identifying that your tank is in. Like, your tank is so in right now. He just pinned into your enemy backline, and you want to try to help him, right? It's kind of natural to want to do so. But the problem is, everyone is coming back from spawn, okay? What you needed to do is realize, holy cannoli, my tank is throwing, and then just run back to your team, okay? This is what you needed to do, because the problem is your tank dies, and because you tried to help him, you're probably going to die too, which you do, right? I'm not Nostradamus. I saw this already. And then as a result, now you guys just staggered. This is called staggering, right? Like, you and the Malga died, and now your team is back, and now they have to wait for you, right? And whenever you stagger, it opens up room for error where now these guys can stagger if they don't play properly. And we don't want to leave that in our ally hands, right? Like, what is... Bro, what is he doing? Dude, Abdo, where are you going? Abdo, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, Abdo's losing his mind. Okay, he's got voices in his head that he must listen to, I guess. So here's the thing. Look, so because you guys stagger, our Bastion, our absolute genius Bastion player. I need to stop being mean. I'm sorry. Okay, our Abdo walks in and he staggers. Okay, and this is the problem. It's like a chain reaction of staggering, and now we're permanently behind, and we might not even get a fight on second point because we're just permanently staggering. Yeah, now our Malga goes in, but we're even right now because Doomfist died. But it could be, it could be better. All right, let me watch you. Okay, we're playing in main. This is fine. I'm down for this. And then we kind of just get stuck and die. What actually happens here? So... yeah, so one thing to just know is you want to play cover, right? So the problem with this is I actually don't mind you coming left side here, like this. Oops. But the problem I have is after you come this way, notice how far forward you walk and how far away from cover you are. Right? Like, you just kind of walk out in the open and then you die. Like, that's really your problem. You should have been playing closer to the car Because your play here should have been, you know, swing out wide, and then when you take damage, roll back to cover behind the car. And that you would have been fine that way. Yeah, but you just walk too forward and then he dies as a result. Okay. So most of your problem on second point was more that you guys staggered for most of the point and you didn't even really get any fights to begin with. Okay, I mean, there's nothing really you can do here. I mean, this is kind of like a Doom matchup thing, but let's see. Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about that. Don't even worry about it. The Doom really shouldn't. Yeah. I don't know why the Doom is doing that. I'm being real. Like, your team should be back. You don't really get any help. It's just gonna happen, honestly. Okay, so this is a similar position to first. Okay, so the reason you run into an issue here is it's a similar reason to first point, which is you just don't really know how, you don't really understand positioning very well. Like, so what you should be thinking at pretty much any time, and this comes with experience, is the cart method, right? This is what's commonly accepted in the coaching community. It's cover, angle, range, and timing. Okay, I wouldn't worry about timing right now because you need to get your fundamentals down. So you need to understand what is good cover for me, what is good angles for me, and what is good range for me. So on Cassidy, let's just, let me just throw one at you, for example, and you tell me, or you think about it, right? If I stand here, is this good cover for Cassidy? No. Okay, there's cover behind you, but if you're standing in front of it, this isn't great cover, right? You're in the open. Is this a good angle for Cassidy? No, because I'm playing in the middle of the map. Is this good range for Cassidy? It's not bad, I mean, this fight here might be a little bit awkward for me if it's a Widowmaker or something like that, but, if people are just right here, kind of, then I can win that fight. So this has one component of car. Okay, another component. What if I stand here? Is this good cover for Cassidy? Yeah, I got a door frame I can, strafe behind and be fine. Is this a good angle? Yeah, it's away from main, and I can actually watch two places at once. I can deny this rotation from the enemies. I can mark this door frame so no one comes out of that, and I can shoot people from main if they're pushing cart. So a good angle. Is a good range. Yeah, it's pretty great. I can shoot the people in main and be fine. It can get awkward if there's a sniper over here. This is a little bit out of my range, but I'm willing to take that gamble, right? Like, this is kind of how you should be thinking about cover in this game, right? Like on Numbani, for example, let's think about here. This is actually interesting. Okay, what about this door frame? Is this good cover for Cassidy? Yeah, I mean, there's cover here. I can 80 the door, and then I actually have a mega I can work with as well. Is this a good angle for Cassidy? Not really, because I'm in main, right? The entire enemy team is going to be coming down this way, really. Is this good range for Cassidy? It's a little close, but it's not bad. And for timing, we're not going to worry about that. So the reason this kind of passes the car method, but the reason this is bad is because it's really easy for the enemy team to push you, right? So if the enemy team comes out main like this, it's really easy for the tank to just literally walk forward, take no damage from anyone on the map, and just walk up and beat you up, okay? We don't really want that to happen. And that's why high grounds are generally better. On high grounds, it's harder for people to displace you, right? To contest you from the high ground and take it from you, okay? So that's why you typically want to take high grounds, because it passes the car method and it's just better, frankly. Like, this is car, you have good cover because it's high ground, you can naturally just walk backwards and you have cover. There's an angle because you have a vertical angle from the enemy team, right? Like, compared to that door frame to the top here, that's a vertical angle, and you're playing in your effective range, right? So if you can default high grounds, you definitely should. I recommend you watch. In my last VOD session, I had a VOD review on Midtown. I think it was a Silver Cassidy player on Midtown. I recommend you watch that VOD as well, because I talk more about high grounds and taking space and stuff like that. So I recommend you watch that. I feel like that'd be very educational for you. But anyway, like on this map, what you really need to do is you need to concretely define one of two things. You need to think to yourself, is coming out right side and playing wide like this better for me? Or is coming out left and coming up top and playing up here or down here better for me? Okay, I need you to think of either one and then kind of decide. In this situation, I don't really care which one you pick. You just need to pick one and like kind of stick to it. But here, you kind of just stand here. You should be playing here, and then because the thing that's nice about this as well, you have a lot of cover to work with. The enemy team isn't really pushed up, so you can walk here, and then you have more information to determine what to do with, or to determine what your next best, to determine what the best thing to do is. Jeez, okay. But now we're just kind of blind. We let the entire enemy team take a bunch of space, and now it's like impossible to retake. Okay. So, yeah. So there's a lot of like fundamental understanding issues on Overwatch going on here. Okay. So on attack, your best play on Cassidy is to come this left side on coast, and your whole game plan should be to, if someone marks you here, you need to fight them and try to win. And then if you win, you want to come this way. If you can, poke people out here, but you're really looking for this rotation to point like this. Or if you can, this rotation up the staircase. It'll just kind of depend on the situation. Roll, roll, roll. Okay. If you almost got booped off the map here, by the way. There's actually a cliff here. You can actually roll in the air. So just keep that in mind. And that could have saved you. Holy cannoli. Is there even a health pack in here? Why is there no health pack here? What? That's kind of strange. Whatever. Okay, this is so weird. Okay, so the Junkrat really shouldn't be here. This is really bad positioning for Junkrat. But the thing about Junkrat is you don't typically want to go point blank against Junkrat because he's the best point blank hero in the game, just due to projectiles and hitbox and stuff like that, and he does a ton of damage. So like in this situation, you would have wanted to, once you see him, just shoot him. Just shoot him. This flash is fine, and then just shoot him again. I wouldn't even be fanning. Honestly, it's just risky because you're going point blank against a Junkrat. But the thing is, you shouldn't even really be fighting him because your play should have been just to come, like, you straight up ignore everybody and come coast, and then come here. Because right now, you should have been shooting this Hanzo, and this is a winning fight for you. And you'd be behind the enemy team. But you guys win, so whatever. Okay, then we come main. Do we win? Okay. We actually lose on third, I think. So right now, and this is a common mistake in low elo, is you need to take, when space is free, you need to take it. Okay, so you guys just killed the enemy team, and they're not exactly pushed up yet to meet you and contest the payload. So you need to be taking space proactively. So we need to be walking down main and playing cart and then shooting the enemies. Or we need to be walking right side and coming up high ground and doing this. Or we need to come all the way left side, like walk through this door, walk left side, and then come play this hut or something like that until we meet resistance, right? We want to take as much reasonable space as possible, right? Don't overextend. Like what I don't want you to do is like come all the way through this room and then come up here. Like this is crazy, right? Because then you're going to be basically in the enemy backline, right? They've already taken some space, so you want to meet them where they're at. So like where the enemy team is right now, I'd like to see you maybe here, you know, contest the Junkrat a little bit and then back up. Don't get greedy. Play here, contest the Junkrat, or like be here and contest the Junkrat. Like I want to see something like that from you. But right now we're just on cart. So all that space we could have gotten for free, we lose. This, I would comment on this Deadeye, but you have bigger issues. Like the problem I have with that is that's like a blind Deadeye. You don't really know what's going on there, but honestly, whatever. Okay. Yeah, okay. So your problem is because you have bad positioning, you're forced to fan this queen 10 times, okay? Like we needed to, so the reason this feels so bad is you needed to take, whenever you guys had all that space, right, and you guys won the fight, like you needed to be this fight, you needed to be here and shooting them from the flank, or you needed to be back here, or you needed to be up top. Like you needed to be in any of these positions, or even here, or even here. Whoops, where is it? Here. Like you needed to be at any other position, really. But because we play main and we hold W key, right? Like even here, you should not be holding W key against Queen because this matchup is just bad for Cassidy at point blank because she's got a mega shotgun, right? So we just don't want to do this, right? But we walk forward and then we stay forward. You also need to roll backwards, right? You should think of roll as a defensive ability. You should be rolling out in most situations. Wow, your Queen kills 3. Or they Queen. Sorry, hold on. Something fell over. Their queen killed 3. That's crazy. Okay. But yeah, so this feels bad for us because our positioning is just like foundationally bad. Yeah, like that matchup is not really a lot we can do. Okay, whatever. They used ultis. Not much we can do about that one. Not worried about it. This is look at this. Look how easy this is. This fight against queen is easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Because we're just up top. What is she supposed to do about us? She can hit a knife, but she'd have to be good for that, right? I'm willing to take the bet on us and just shoot him from up top. Don't drop. Yeah, you had a good position. Just stay up top. Just shoot him. And try not to rely on fan. Fan you should only really use when people are like 1 HP type situation, or you're about to die type situation, and then breaking shields, right? And that's about it. Like a lot of the time you really shouldn't be fanning. Also, just a good habit to build is when you're in Deadeye, it's really easy to just kind of forget about your crosshair and just look at the red skulls. But I do recommend you aim at somebody, right? So you should be aiming like generally at the Junker Queen when you shoot, or like when you're in your ulti. Because now you have to correct your crosshair. So that's just one thing to think about. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop the stream here. So if you're watching the stream, actually we'll just keep it up. Whatever, I got nothing to lose here. We'll just keep it up. Anyway, yeah, let me just get caught. Actually, what was the mistake here? Yeah, just don't walk forward. Don't walk to queen. You should be kind of ignoring the queen and shooting the life weaver. Right, there's a life weaver here on the left. You should be shooting that guy. Because the problem is, to kill this queen, you have to walk forward, and you don't want to walk forward in that matchup. You should be here shooting the life weaver, and then when that guy dies, you can shoot the queen. This just isn't convenient for you. Or if you were going to push this queen, you needed to not push like actually into the same room as her. Like you needed to stand here and shoot the queen. Because you walk into point blank. Because yeah, I think you actually didn't realize there's a mega there. Yeah, because there's a mega there. She just grabs that. She's full HP, and then yeah, there's just no way to kill her now. Also, what? Hold on, let me see this. He just walks off the edge. All right, that's cool. Okay, so we get rezzed. Like, I'm gonna fly through the rest of this because we're dropping a ton of frames, and I think the stream is just dying. So yeah, so this is, we need to just back up there after we got rezzed. And then here, just stay on the high ground. Yeah, poke out this queen. Perfect. Stop moving, by the way. No one's shooting you, okay? No one's shooting you. You're making all your shots harder because you're moving for no reason. Just stop moving, and then just shoot these guys. It's gonna be way easier. Like, you kill the queen, or you kill the mercy, but you might have also been able to kill the queen here. Yeah. There, I think moving is fine because the Hanzo's contesting you. Yeah, and this is just don't roll forward. So in this situation, you need to just stay on the high ground. Yeah, just stay up here. I know this Hanzo's fighting you, but this is winning for you. You need to get healing. So come back here, get healing, and then just go fight him again. Because walking into main against a Junker Queen is just not great for you. Like, yeah, you need to just keep going top. Or on this map, there's also a left door you can come out as well. There's this door. You can come out this way and do this as well. But just don't come out this bottom door. You're just going to get spammed out. I mean, your tank makes space now, so this is fine. Okay, yeah, this is a blind Deadeye. I don't recommend these. You should only really Deadeye when you can see people, generally. Yeah, like Deadeye here would have been great. But yeah, and we also needed to go up top. That's your mistake. Is you're just going main. You need to go up top. And then once once your team pushes up to here, then you would drop off top and come in. Yeah, like we need to be respecting queen's range more. Queen just has a shotgun and a lot of speed, right? So like here, you need to not be the guy on cart. Like you need to trust that your team's gonna be on cart, and you need to be like back here, or like back here, honestly, and just respect the range. Because you know if she's on you, you're just dead. There's not a way for you to get out. And I think the game's over. Yeah, the game's over. Yeah, so I think like fundamentally, you just don't have a great understanding of spacing in terms of like matchups. Like queen matchup is just you need to be playing range. That's kind of what it comes down to. The matchup on this map is kind of tough against queen because it's a lot of like playing in main, and the high grounds aren't that great for Cassidy, but you should still try, right? Like so playing your range accordingly. So like play back here, you know, in that last fight, or play further away. You also, once you were getting stuffed on this point here, you needed to come top, and even if you're getting met with resistance, you need to understand that this is better anyway, because fighting a Hanzo up here is like 10 times better than fighting a queen down here. Okay, so I needed you to do that. I also needed you to, on defense, you needed to play the high ground. I understand your team is playing up front here, which they really shouldn't be doing on paper, but if they are going to do that, you need to play this high ground or this high ground anyway, because it's just way better for Cassidy. This rotation out from this sucks really bad. You'll get caught and you'll die a lot. And really, like, I think a lot of your issues are more foundational, to the point where I recommend you just watch on maps that you find that you struggle with. So like, let's say you lost this game on Numbani. I recommend you go on YouTube and just Google Cassidy Pro gameplay Numbani or something like that, and watch one video. And you don't need to like analyze everything. You just need to see where they play, right? Because there are things you didn't do. You didn't play in this room at all. You hardly played in this room at all. You didn't come to the high ground. Like you didn't come to this high ground at all. And these are all things that pros do, that better players do. And you need to recognize that those plays exist and then pursue them. Because I don't even think you know they exist yet, right? Like we shouldn't be playing down here. Like no pro you'll ever watch will play down here, right? Yeah, so that'd be kind of my point of advice for you. But other than that, thank you for the code. I appreciate going through this. And yeah. But we've gone through 6 codes today, and honestly, I'm getting kind of tired of going through these. So, and we dropped a bunch of frames, but so I think I'm going to call it for today. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in live. Also, if you are watching the broadcast afterwards, async, after it's uploaded, whatever. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to do these pretty infrequently on the weekdays. It's just kind of whenever I have time. But on the weekends, I plan to do them every Sunday or Saturday. I haven't decided yet. But once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your